Testing 1 5 10. Let us see here. Let's see. OBS looking good, I think. It's looking pretty simple. Audio, how many persons do we actually have here? 2 likes. Nobody just yet. Let's see. Hidden leaf. Guess you went out to come back in. That time of the month again. Live now. Oops. Alright, so everything is looking more or less alright on my side. Laptop isn't bugging out like the last few streams. Boom. Let's see. Testing audio, visual. How are we looking? Well, there's only one person here. No. Let's see. Well, I guess for the one person that's here, how is the audio and video quality? I mean, it seems like the frame rate just dropped for a split second there. Alright, so I guess we could kill the music a bit. But anyway, well going everyone. Sanjae Uchiha here. I'm not much of a Halloween person, but all the same, it's that time of the month again. Time for the, end of month subscriber stream. Hidden Leaf, well going. You know, I actually try to, you know, start this in a reasonable time tonight. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Take, greetings. Yo, Wagwan. Is it Take or Teak? Just want to make sure I'm getting that right. But yo, welcome, welcome. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see, let's see. Of course, well, as you guys can see, turned on subscriber only mode. But I've made it easy for persons who might be new coming in. They just need to be subscribed for like 5 minutes before they can actually participate in the chat. The way how my laptop seems to be moving tonight, I might be able to actually take Discord calls, fortunately. But yeah. Oh. Doop. Alright, so you say it looks good. Alright. Just hoping no problems don't develop over the course of the stream like that. But yo, welcome everyone. Sanjae Uchiha here. That time of the month again. As we can see here, even though we say people still want Madara Uchiha, we'll be talking about a bunch of stuff as per usual. Black Clover, Boruto, Naruto, Dragon Ball, anything that comes to mind. Of course, it is a subscriber, well, the end of one subscriber stream. And yeah, we're just here to really and truly just chill, talk, catch up, I guess. Nothing too crazy, nothing too scripted either. So just kind of cruise controls, cruising through for the most part. How is everyone? That is the better question. There's one thing I need to check with the settings for this. Hold on, I don't think I put on any. Hold on, customization. Okay, yeah, it's alright. No need for me to put on slow mode. That makes sense. Yeah, so like I could kill some time for hopefully 1 or 2 more persons to jump in. Who's here now? Hidden Leaf, Take, or somebody else? Oh, there's another person joining in there. Just kind of get Discord up on my side here. Doom. Okay, I gotta serve up. Just wanna edit and make sure that the limit is currently 5. Okay, cool. Everything's good there. Who knows? You want? Alright, Take sound actually sound cooler, isn't it? How's that? It has that main character kind of vibe when I say Take. Yo, Jado. But yo, I am here. It's Saturday, of course, chilling naturally. How is everyone? That's the first thing I want to know. How is everyone? I don't really do much Halloween stuff, so yeah. But I assume you guys probably on your side of the world, maybe. Hidden Leaf, respect, don't know. The hidden leaf that's always in the leaf? Okay, that's kind of cringe. Yo. But yeah, brothers, like, I am here, honestly. It's been a crazy, like, the last 2-3 months I feel have been a bit crazy for me personally. Like, and not even work-wise, I just kind of feel like I'm burnt out. I don't know. I think you guys probably realize, because compared to even like early in the year, like even say 4 months ago and earlier, I'd be posting a lot of discussion videos when it comes on to like between the Boruto chapters, and I don't know, man. I think I might be burnt out. I think I just might be burnt out, honestly. But I want to take time and slide back into things for November. Hopefully. I know one of the reasons I even titled this stream "People Still Want Madara Uchiha" is because people really still do. Like, for this year 2021, my best performing video as it stands is my What If series when it comes on to what if Madara lived into Boruto, and people have been asking for part 3, which I really need to get to. Oh, Takeme Kazusu, yeah, so yeah. So that was the perfect Susanoo with Shidori with Blaze release on it. Honestly, you know, probably in terms of creativity, probably should get the the game developers to start, you know, making the fights in the manga. Like Blaze released Shidori on Susanoo. It's ridiculous. Perfect Susanoo at that. But to kind of start, I guess, in terms of even the thumbnail and title, yeah, it's as I said, even based on the fact that my what if when it comes on to Madara is like my best performing video for the year, and I think I released parts 1 and 2 somewhere between March and June maybe, and it's still my best performing video for the year so far. I really want to drop part 3 in November. To be honest, I need to rewatch my part 1 and part 2 so I can kind of get an idea where I want to take part 3, because of course the anime has finished the Ishiki Otsutsuki resurrection arc, if for lack of a better term. And yeah, so it should be interesting to kind of push things with Madara there. And I guess depending on how that part 3 does, who knows, I might get into doing what ifs a bit more. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. I don't know, but I mean, if that's what if that's what the masses want from the channel, then yeah, who am I to actually say no, right? So who am I to say no? Do. You know, I've been overdue to actually react to Watch Mojo's top 20 strongest Naruto Boruto characters. I would do it on stream, but I think I'm gonna do a dedicated video for that. Like it should be interesting to see. I started it, but I stopped because yeah, definitely. I know Kashin Koji is number 20, and I know Borushiki / Boruto is 19. So, but that's as far as I know. But it should be interesting dissecting that video. But yo, all of that aside, like yo, it's been a very interesting month. What do you guys say? Because like between this month and last month, between the Boruto anime, like ending the last bit of manga material for now on a pretty solid note. But in all honesty, again, you guys hear me say it every Sunday, like the last 40 to 50 episodes have been have been really really good when it comes on to the Boruto anime. Like people, us the audience, finally getting what we want. And I know we're kind of in anime anime only stuff again, but I mean the Chunin exam so far, even though seemingly a bit fast paced, I'm looking forward to seeing how the finals go. That should be interesting. But based on the pace of things, I'm more so looking forward to what they plan to do after the Chunin exams are actually done. Of course, you guys can drop your predictions in terms of that, which should be a next interesting take. On another note, though, yo, can somebody just say, just make a Super Saiyan God and done, because this man just got a second grimoire. This man just got Saiyan stage. Just make him a Super Saiyan or something, because Tabata's really going all out for and it's not that it's a ass pull per se, but it's just like just get one thing after the next. Seriously, Black Clover will be wilding in these last few days. I think the recent chapter should be out in terms of scantilations, but of course the official release doesn't drop until tomorrow, so that should be interesting as well. And even speaking of Black Clover, like, what are you guys' expectations when it comes on to the upcoming Black Clover movie? Because of course, more than likely they'll save any major news until I guess Jump Festa in December, which would make sense. But I mean, what are you guys' expectations for that if you do watch Black Clover? I know Hidden Leaf, of course, but I'm not sure if Take and the other person that's here actually watches Black Clover. So yeah, you can let me know. And I'm all over the place here as per usual. I'm kind of setting all the topics to kind of bounce between. Yeah, I know I'm kind of looking all over the place as well, but I kind of have like 3 monitors now, so yeah. Camera here, 2 monitors, yeah. So just bear with me, please. Um, I did make a community post a day or so ago when it comes down to Halo Infinite, and dogs, like, trust me, I'm hoping to buy a Series X for Black Friday, but I mean the fact that it's always out of stock, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, I just feel like when it comes down to my typical look, I'll more than likely things will probably come back into stock, and then boom, everything out of stock. And I would imagine Microsoft and Sony will probably try to make an effort to ensure that there's a lot of stock when it comes on to the coming holiday season. But Jano, it seems like it's gonna be rough. But I do want to get Halo Infinite is the main reason I'm getting a Series X. Right now at least. So I don't know. And you guys actually have any next gen consoles just yet? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Welcome one, welcome all to the persons that are chipping in slowly but surely. Your friendly neighborhood Uchiha here on this fine Uchiha-ween. No, that sounds stupid. This fine Halloween. We're here chilling the end of month live stream. We share the next gen console. Yeah, I mean, it's always out of stock. Like, it's actually insane. But if I do manage to get if I do manage to get one for December or November, this month, well, this coming month, I would really want to play some Halo Infinite with you guys. Nico G, please, Wagwan. Welcome to the stream. Nah, man, still waiting until they get in stock on my end. Darius, yo, it's ridiculous, honestly. Like, we're all waiting. And even though, like, right now, it's really, as I said, Infinite is the main reason I want to get a Series X. I mean, the other option would be to just would really be to just say, yo, forget, let's just get Halo Infinite for PC. But don't my machine strong enough if I handle all of that right now. So yeah. Nico plays. Yeah, man. I am Jamaican actually. So there's that. But yeah, as I said, like, would love it, and obviously I'm not really a gaming channel, but I would want to, run some gameplay for Halo Infinite on the channel from time to time, which I think would be interesting. I already have a capture card, like, not really. I'm one of those sellers on Amazon, not like a Elgato, but it should do the trick, if anything. So I'm hoping. But I just need to kind of figure out where I'm going to actually position the TV and things, so it don't really look weird. Probably mount it in front of me here, kind of go back and thing. Probably not too high, but yeah. So I probably right there, so because bed there, seat here, I'm probably kind of midway between the wall and thing, plug in. Anyway, I'm I'm acting like you guys can actually even see how the room set up anyway. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Black Clover. Yeah, wait on my PS5. Boom, boom, boom. For the longest while, like, one of the main reasons I would have actually, cause I had a PS2 back in the day. One of the main reasons I would have really wanted to get like a PlayStation these days, or in recent years, would be to play like the Gundam titles. Because I love myself a good Gundam game, and I haven't played like anything decent Gundam wise in a long while, apart from Gundam versus Gundam Next Plus on PSP. Yeah, so it's been a while since I've actually run anything Gundam, so that would be a nice vibe if if I could get my hands on it. But all in due time, one step at a time. Halo Infinite takes priority right now. Um, One thing I realize a lot of persons are talking about when it comes on to Boruto now these days, of course, is like how strong Naruto and Sasuke are, like without Kurama and the 90 and the Rinnegan. Things going forward, probably your concerns when it comes on to even the recent chapter of Boruto with Code's revelation about the Karma Seal. I want to hear you guys' thoughts on that tonight, if anything. But of course, again, it's it's my stream, but it's really you guys' stream, so I could just continue just go on chat here for the longest while, but want to hear what you guys have to see for the most part when it comes on to this stream. Probably soon open the Discord as well, because computer actually seems to be running pretty decently tonight. It comes on to the stream. The last few streams have been horrible. Like the CPU usage just keeps shooting through the roof, or the frame rate keeps dropping constantly, or all sorts of foolishness. So things are actually looking pretty decent tonight. He's the strongest in the village. Yeah, I would say so as well. But the thing is, because funny enough, I was watching Set the Program and Swag Kage's respective videos today when it comes on to Naruto and Sasuke. I think it was Set was talking about Sasuke versus all the Kage, and then Swag Kage was talking about how strong is Naruto without Kurama. And like when I was watching that video for Swag Kage, he brings up a pretty good point. Like, it's because we haven't really seen Naruto do anything since losing Kurama, and it's just so ambiguous. Even from before he lost Kurama, in terms of where he stacks up, in terms of like if he could still use 6 paths. I always say he's always using 6 paths powers, but there's like a layer of ambiguity when it comes on to some of the new generation stuff. Yeah, that is true. That is true. You could have potentially just become Hokage there, but the age, well, not the age factor isn't really a big thing, because Gaara was probably like the same age, if not a year older than Naruto, so but yeah. Hold on there. I'm gonna just put this phone to charge, peeps, on like 10%. Do. Yes. You know what they should start doing for what they should really start doing for these live streams? It'd be nice if YouTube introduces like a quick and easy way to just run a poll and things, so I could just make people vote on something. That would be nice. Kind of bigify myself and pretend to be the center of attention. At least try to pretend. So yeah, it would be nice if YouTube like allowed me to do like a instant poll or something. That would be nice. Have any of you guys started watching the 2nd season of Demon Slayer? I was thinking of starting tonight, funny enough. Because and I keep referencing one of my end of month live streams where we ended up streaming for like 5 hours. That was insane. I think that was like December or November last year. But yeah, we don't plan to do 5 hours tonight. At least that's the plan. Fight with Code and let's try. He's starting to look like Naruto and Sasuke in the part 1. Yeah, man. Like well, obviously you guys saw my video on it, but yeah, man, I really enjoyed how Kishimoto has choreographed the fight between Code and Boruto so far. Like, man, like even the shuriken throwing, the regular size shuriken. I was not expecting a shadow clone transform into a regular size shuriken. I was saying in my video that like it's because I'm used to the big demon windmill shuriken being what Naruto and Sasuke would transform into. To see Boruto transform into a regular size shuriken, I was not expecting that. So the tactics are there, isn't it? The tactics are there. Of course, Ida for that chapter killed me with her reactions. Yo, I can't wait until get her in the anime. Yo, that's going to be a real treat. And you can imagine, like, who would be a nice, who would be, okay, I don't memorize a lot of voice actors, voice actresses, but if you could pick a voice of another, like, character from a next series, like, who do you think would fit Ida? Let me know, guys. Who do you think would actually fit Ida? Training me, focus on some concealing techniques. You see, like, I know a lot of persons want to do the whole, want to suggest the whole, okay, Sage Mode training, after using sealing techniques, and I'm all up for that. Don't get me wrong, but like my fear is, my fear is the Kakashi syndrome when it comes on to Kishimoto, executing something like that. I know 1,000 jutsu, but throughout 700 chapters, we only see 5. So maybe Naruto does even know some sealing jutsu right now, but and then it even comes down to what I was even saying with one of my recent videos, my whole Kishimoto versus Naruto video, where I was basically talking about, yeah, more than likely Naruto should be able to do X, Y, and Z, but it's a good chance if what Kishimoto is going for for the long term and from a thematic standpoint, if things, even if we've built up Naruto to be able to do this and this, maybe if it doesn't align with Kishimoto's plan, Kishimoto might intentionally not let Naruto do certain things from a combat perspective, if you get what I mean. See if we can find it. Just to even ask again, stream quality still remaining consistent, no buffering, no itching, probably the occasional stutter maybe, but apart from that, we're all crystal clear, right? Let me know. Let me know. Let's see. We're looking good. We are looking good. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I was scrolling back through my channel, look back for that whole Naruto versus Kishimoto video, and like, it's actually insane the amount of videos I've done. Like, just quiz time without even like searching up my channel or anything. How many videos do you think I've done, guys? Like, real vibes. How many videos do you think I've actually done over the course of, when I actually started making videos, like, seriously, till now? I want to hear the guesses. And even as a side note to that, like, crazy enough, November, it's almost been a year since I actually hit 1,000 subs. Like, this time last year was such a vibe. Like, things were just growing at a decent pace. 200. Do we have any more voters? Around 70. All right, cool. Well, there's 4 persons here, so the other 2 persons cast your votes before before we actually reveal the number. My goodness, man. I guess the other two persons might just be chilling. Alright, so I have actually done. Well on them. I mean, just kind of move this out of the way. Or just scroll down here, so. They can't see that good? They can't see that number, that number properly from here? Let me know. Because that is actually insane. That's what I call insanity. Let me know if you can see that number properly. I probably need to bigify it. 846 videos. That's insane, brother. Yeah. It's the same thing I'm saying. That's wild. That is wild. Honestly. A big thing is that I had a previous channel before, Sanjae 101, and I only did AMVs, but that got taken up because of copyright, and I started about this channel. Well, I recreated this channel from a long time, but I didn't start like doing content till like the Goku Black arc back in 2016. So I started off doing a lot of Dragon Ball content, which looking back, if I could probably do it again, I probably would have not have done as much Dragon Ball content because didn't really take off like how I would have wanted it. So yeah. There's something about you content pro for sure. Yeah, like I mean, the way I see it right now, honestly, like the way I feel about doing content is kind of like me and just exercising from like on a somewhat consistent basis. Like I don't see myself ever like stopping, so it's just like something drastic would have to happen for me to like stop at this point. Burnouts as it stands right now, yeah, a bit maybe, but to like completely stop, something drastic would have to happen. Honestly. Respect, Darius. Respect. Like I have a decent amount of videos that have done pretty decent by my channel standards in terms of views, you know. But it's just to kind of catch the winning formula. Yo, I'm smart. Yeah, like the Storm games really, like, it's just a creativity for me when it comes on to the Storm games. Honestly. Petition for Storm 5. I think we have enough Boruto content, right? Ah, boy. Yo, I am hoping when it comes on to 2022, we get some like a decent Boruto / Naruto game, because like I haven't played Shinobi Striker. Don't think I'll ever play it, but I'm hoping to get something decent. Maybe Xenoverse 3 too. Who knows? Because again, yo, we just want to make sure. We just want to try get the console for next month, dogs. Honestly. On there. Let's see. Watch Mojo. I still plan to do like a dedicated video for this, but I just want to take a bit more peek at some of the rankings. So much video them do since. Was it Watch Mojo? Yeah, it should be Watch Mojo. And they did a top 20. Oh. I should just search for this. Top 20 Naruto. A month ago. Alright. Let's see. Fair use, hopefully. Hopefully. Frame rate dropping. Alright, let's pull that up. Audio up. Do y'all think Bird is a likable character? Yeah. Yeah, I would say he's likable, but yeah, in terms of like fully being received by the community, I'm still I'm still subscribing to the idea that it's really and truly going to be time skip before we really like fully can embrace Boruto. Hold on. Frame rate dropping here, people. Alright, I think we're good to go again. Alright. Alright, I think we're kind of solid again. Alright, so I just want to get from number 20 to 15 and just give my thoughts. But, as I said, I still want to do a video on this. Alright, so to be honest, it doesn't even really matter who they start with. It's really going up from there. So we have Caution Koji at number 20.
Koji is stronger than his progenitor in several key ways. For one thing, he has perfected Sage Mode, while Jiraiya's remained incomplete. For another, he's powerful enough to take on Kara's leader, Ishiki Otsutsuki, who Jiraiya would likely
have any of you guys actually watched the full list for this already? Let me know.
He doesn't win against Ishiki, mind you, but he still accounts well for himself before retreating. Koji may be down, but he isn't out yet, so he may get stronger. Number 19, Boruto Uzumaki. Pump the hate brakes, folks. Yes, we know Boruto.
Alright, so they have Caution Koji at number 20. And we have Boruto. All things considered, I mean, they're showing Borushiki, but I mean, I guess that's fair. But in terms of the time limit, in terms of how long Borushiki could stay active, I could potentially see, Caution Koji being able to force Borushiki in the situation, absorbs chakra, and then brings back Boruto out. So, I mean, considering 19 and 20, it's fair enough. It could go either way.
Is nowhere near as powerful as most of the other characters in the franchise on his own. Still, even taken on his own merits, Boruto is remarkably powerful for his age, learning and improving on some of his dad, Naruto's techniques.
Wait, Tara? Walk on. Wait, Akil or Anthony, the man of many names as well. Now flooding slowly but surely. Still, I want to know, I'm just going from number 20 to 15 here. So I want to do a video dedicated on on this. So yeah. After I touch number 15 on this, I'm opening the Discord.
Number 18, Itachi Uchiha.
Alright, 18 Itachi. Guys, I really need your comments on this one because I need to know. I mean, on any other regular day, of course, I would put Itachi above Boruto, but the whole Borushiki factor, like, that's the thing. And I mean, yeah, he could seal Boruto if anything.
Beloved character, Itachi is a complex and multifaceted
Ishiki behind Kaguya.
what
Okay, that's interesting. I'm not doing the whole list in this stream here. I'm gonna do a dedicated video for it.
gifted from a young age, such that he was a member of the Leaf Village's Special Forces at age 11. Itachi is one of the strongest members of the Uchiha clan, which is known for turning out overpowered ninjas.
Credibility.
He has completely mastered the
It's
Mangekyo
insane.
Sharingan's many overpowered abilities. Also a master of illusions, Itachi's genjutsu is so good that it can fool other Sharingan users like his brother Sasuke. Itachi also fights his little bro.
You would think it's implied that Genjutsu doesn't work on Otsutsuki, but
he's also smart and skillful.
like, why has no one ever really tried though? Like, we can assume, fine, but
Number 17, Pain. The people of the Rain Village consider Pain a god, and he's got the power to back up that title.
like, I don't have too much problems with the list so far.
Simultaneously and can see through their eyes.
But Pin, Itachi, over Kashin Koji. I don't know. Like that thing about it, no. Because alright. We know it's a clone of Jiraiya, right? Younger. But he has enhancements from Amado, which that is like the major difference really. And then mastered Sage Mode on top of it. I don't know. I feel it kind of sketchy.
This makes sneaking up on him very difficult. He's also able to use a variety of broken abilities, including summoning animals, reviving the dead, absorbing chakra, and altering gravity. Nagato is also responsible for
Oh, by the way, in terms of the audio from the video itself, it isn't too loud, right?
something later. It's telling that Pain alone was able to level Konoha in mere moments. The man knows pain and how to inflict.
Let them lights say start to beat me still.
Number 16, Minato Namikaze.
Mm.
Kage and Naruto's father, Minato doesn't come from a great bloodline.
Yeah, it's like a lot of these things, a lot of these placements seem like it could be like either way. Caution Closure versus Pin.
Instead, his strength comes from how ingenious he is. An expert at
It's just really the scaling, really, no dog. Like that's what I'm looking at in terms of the scaling between like.
develops a particularly powerful teleportation seal that lets him or anything he tags teleport.
And then, even though, like, say, for example, Naruto holding back against Delta, but we can all agree, right, that that Kashin Koji is stronger than Delta, right? We can agree on that. Wait, Vari, Wagwan, man. Yo, sorry, I still need to even reply to your message, man. IG, bruv. But we're here just chilling, we're kind of going through a bit of Watch Mojo's top 20 strongest.
Number 15, Indra and Ajura Otsutsuki.
Alright. Indra Ashura. I mean, so far, the only debatable thing to me is I feel like Kashin Koji should be higher. Like, between these, well, Indra Ashura, Itachi, Pin, Minato, Kashin Koji. I mean, between all the rankings so far, the fights could go anywhere, honestly. Honestly. But anyway, I am opening the Discord right now. As per usual, link is in the description for you guys to join. Well, I'm stopping it there for no still, but if anything, I'll see how the rest of the list pans out. I really want to do a dedicated video to that, if anything. It's a Madara all the way. Yo, bro. Let's see, let's see. Alright, guys, so again, the link to the Discord, and of course, Anthony is the first one here, as per usual. Well, go on, man, you hear me? Oh, wait, I think I'm muted. There we go. Yeah.
Well,
There, you hear me?
I'm hearing you. You hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear, man. Just want to make sure, say, everybody back in our YouTube side can actually hear you.
Okay, wonderful. Um, yo, you see that video? um, I remember watching it when I remember watching it when it just came out.
Yeah.
Um, honestly, I don't know what to say about that video. It's when it comes down to Naruto and power scaling. When I make them things that stress me out.
Boy, like I try not to either, but boy, I mean, it's hard for me to ignore, and it's Watch Mojo, so I'm gonna want free to, isn't it?
Because even Indra and Ashura, for me, they have to be stronger. They have to be either stronger
Mm-hmm.
or equal to Madara. And in fact, I think they have to be stronger than Madara and the first Hokage.
Like say Valor the End versions, then
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, then yeah, I would definitely agree. Definitely agree.
And I don't think Minato is stronger than. Well, I don't think Minato is stronger than any of them. So even the Indra and Ashura placement, I don't agree with because you have at some point they have to call for a Madara,
True.
and they
Um,
haven't.
well, Madara is in the list. I would assume, right?
Yeah, he's in the list.
Because if he wasn't, why the credibility of that list would be.
Brethren, I said it here already. The credibility of the list was thrown out the window when they had Ishiki behind Kaguya. I was like, how on earth how could they do this? Like, how on earth?
Brother, I'm still stuck on the whole Kashin Koji thing, brother. Much less right now. But as I said, it probably could go
But
either
what do you
way.
think?
Eh?
But what do you think about the Orochimaru disrespect, though? Because in my opinion, I think Orochimaru in this era actually bodies Kashin Koji, or it would be a tight fight.
Mm,
But I think Orochimaru would win.
I'm leaning more towards Orochimaru as well. But I mean, apart from it's like we can more often than not. I feel like we'd have to make a lot of assumptions because the only fight we've seen him in really is against what Victor, right?
Well, that was the fight. That was the answer.
I mean, okay, it wasn't as one sided as you'd think, but I mean,
Yeah.
I thought Orochimaru was
Orochimaru
going
was
all
playing-
out either way.
Orochimaru was playing with Victor, and it's the same thing Kashin Koji did. He was playing with Victor as well. Well, he killed him.
Well, yeah.
Orochimaru was playing with him. Like Orochimaru was just having fun, and it was just, you know, yeah. But even the new, like for example, the old gen characters in the new gen, I think that they're being disrespect. Like for example, Kakashi. Like even though we had a little scene where Kakashi and Koji did a little spar,
Yeah.
I still think that if it was a full blown thing, I think that it would have been tight, but I think Kakashi would have won.
You're dropping it on Kakashi. I mean, a lot of power
The
skillers.
experience, and the fact that he now has greater power, are greater reserves than what he had when he had the Sharingan.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, that's just my. I think because Sasuke and Naruto set the bar so high,
Yeah.
that we tend to forget about the old gen, the old gen individuals. Because do you think Do you think Sakura can beat Kakashi now?
Hmm. That's a tough one.
So may I tell you?
Like, no, okay, let me tell you. You see, my problem when it comes on to if X character can beat X character in the Boruto era, and I was kind of saying it earlier, it's because things are so ambiguous, dog.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's so hard to tell, dog. You see me? And it's not like these. A lot of these characters are getting a lot of a screen time to say, all right, let's establish they have these feats in the Boruto era. We have to be like doing a lot of, oh, it's been 15 years and try scale them up from there.
Mm-hmm.
That's my problem when it comes on to like trying to answer these questions. Honestly,
And remember, even and the thing about it is that the older the shinobi gets,
yeah,
it's not that he gets stronger, but he gets wiser. So even the things that he can do in terms of his body and in terms of his durability, they make it up for um battle IQ.
yeah.
So yeah, man. So and I think that is the thing. If Code was to fight against Naruto, I think that would be where Code would fall off big time.
I mean,
Yeah,
given the
Naruto.
information from last chapter though, dog, like
Oh yes, with the battle experience with the
exactly.
karma.
So he's like,
No, but
at that point,
but then
he might
again,
as well be fighting Ishiki again in hand-to-hand combat. Might as well,
but then again, Naruto is very unpredictable.
which is true. Which is true. I will not
But
deny this.
I just wanted to speak to that because I didn't get to speak to it when you were doing your chapter review.
Wait. Hold on.
Um,
Can you guys in the chats or back on YouTube side hear Anthony here? I just want because it'd be so embarrassing, like if you're here talking and they're not hearing you.
that's fine. Yeah, but I wanted to say something about the chapter. Like,
Yeah. Is it
good
about Ida?
writing. No man, very good writing in terms of like the whole concept of the karma.
Yeah.
Like, like the fact that it adds battle experience, it adds the battle experience of the Otsutsuki. It actually makes a lot of sense. While Code would be stronger while Code in full power would be stronger than Jigen, not Ishiki but Jigen.
Mm-hmm.
And why Kawaki and Boruto would be as powerful as they were in the beginning.
Yeah. My thing is this, like, um, because even though it kind of makes them like a seasoned warrior, as Code says, or the battle experience,
Mm-hmm.
my thing coming out of it is that like the more they use it, my theory is that like for a character like Boruto, he's going to more than likely be memorizing like the strategies and how Momoshiki's I guess battle experience
Mm-hmm.
actually works. So to me, it's just one more
And
thing to signal
and
like, okay,
Kinshiki
yeah, Boruto is going to surpass Naruto essentially.
and Kinshiki as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Momoshiki and
Yeah,
Kinshiki.
yeah.
We tend to forget that.
Yo, this is ridiculous, dog. Hold on, let's see what's saying in chat, bro. Make if Madara surviving in Boruto Part. Yeah, yo, Anthony, like people are asking me to make that. What if Madara survived in
You
Boruto Part
should.
3? Like, I really need to. I was saying earlier in the stream that I feel like I'm experiencing a bit of burnout, honestly. If I'm being
My
cool.
take, well, my take is that if Madara had survived,
Yeah.
one, he would have been in maximum security prison. No, he couldn't survive. He
Yeah,
couldn't
like
survive because either way, he would have been a threat to the Shinobi world. No matter how, because he's gonna later find out that there are persons or individuals who there are individuals who believed in what he was doing, believe in what he was trying to do. As a result, you're gonna have people from all the villages who are gonna probably try to break him out. You get
well,
me say?
yeah, I
Yeah, he
definitely.
was still he had to die.
No, I'm not denying that, but It's just that
Mm-hmm.
I had to, even when I was coming up with that video series, I had to try coming up with like a believable way in terms of how Madara's story would actually continue. You know what I mean? Um,
They would have to. It'd have to be like, well, you know what they did in Avatar, where they took away Aizen, the Fire Lord. When they took away his powers,
yeah.
that's the only feasible way I can see Madara surviving. Because
Hmm.
if he still have his powers into the Boruto in the Boruto series, even his mind alone is dangerous. Like even if he don't have even if he doesn't have the power, his
Mm-hmm.
mind alone makes up for whatever power that he lacks. So you know, I understand. Like I know, like it's a what if, but trust me, man, they had to kill him off.
Hold on, then. So the very reason I don't tackle on a list of Naruto is probably because my god, man, the bias and the real ones you can't even really
Yes.
tell. Um, yeah, the bias is there, dog. Honestly, and there's so much like different factors to really come up with like a top 10, a top 20 strongest Naruto characters list. Honestly, I mean, you
Because
wanna.
for, because for me, this is my opinion. Like Sasori.
Mm-hmm.
Sasori is one of my favorite members of the Akatsuki. And even though they show where Conan had defeated him, to me,
You mean Chio and
was
Sakura?
no man. I think Conan defeated him. That's how he joined the Akatsuki.
You're talking like
And it
one
was
from what was it? Was it
I
Storm
think let me see that.
Revolution?
Yeah.
Yeah, the cutscenes
Mhm.
are there.
Mhm. Yeah. So the thing that I rated about Sasori is that all he needed was just like just one touch and needles, and you would die. Because the way and this is what makes Sakura so good, because the fact that she could find a antibody
Yeah.
for this something there, for whatever poison Sasori had. Like for me, like the thing with Sasori for me, the thing why I rate Sasori so much, because he reminds me so much of, like the old ninja type. Like, back in the days, I watch some nice Chinese movies. A sash up man all 200 times and then nah dead.
Yeah. Sasori though. It would be interesting to see how he would potentially evolve if he lived. That would be an interesting take. I'm not promising a what if, DevDom. Don't pressure me. I'm not
I
promising a
won't
what if on
pressure you.
that. But yo, DevDom, we will get to that part 3 in November. That is a promise. I promise you guys, part 3 for Madara. Which, funny enough, it might be the last part because more than likely in that part 3, I'm going to go up until where we are in the manga right now, or at least up till Ishiki's death, more than likely. So, yeah. So
This,
I'll try to come up with something.
this is the thing. Regarding the last chapter. Regarding Ida. Like, I really want to see what plot twists are they gonna come up with.
Bro, I just want to see her in the anime, dog. Like, I want to see who they're gonna get to voice her. Like, I live for the
They're gonna
foolishness.
introduce her. They're gonna introduce her at Jump Fiesta.
More than likely. Hopefully they
But I have
announce
a
the
feeling
time
that they're
skip
gonna
too.
make her look. I have a feeling that they're gonna make her a lot younger
Looking.
than she look. Like what they did to Code, where Code looks really young in the anime. I think they're gonna do the same for her as well.
Hmm. I guess
Yeah, I
we'll
think they're gonna do
see.
that.
Hmm.
But as regards, I'm interested to see what plot twist they're gonna come with. I really do, I'm not Amado, but even this fight, like I remember, making a comment about it. Like it really, really could turn out that literally, Code literally pledges allegiance to Boruto.
Yeah, I mean,
Like literally that could happen.
it could turn out that way, but as it stands right now, I think Boruto is still the one in control. But My theory is that the fight is more likely going to continue next chapter, obviously. But
Yeah, it is going to.
I'm still counting on Sasuke showing up. I'm still counting on it.
Sasuke is gonna show up, man.
Probably
But,
by
but
probably even a little, even a one panel or something. I'm expecting for chapter 64. If even by the end of it, if he even doesn't make it to the battlefield, probably like in the distance and he's seeing something with his Sharingan and it's like, oh shit, it's time for me to touch over there or something. You see me?
but one of the things that I need to be accomplished at the end of this
Yeah.
arc
Mm-hmm.
is Amado needs to know that Ida is there.
Yeah, definitely,
Like,
because
he
that's going to
needs to know,
change a
like,
lot.
I want to see his facial expression when he finds out that Ida is there. Because that, for me, his facial expression is going to reveal to me whether or not he's really of good intentions, yes or no.
And we can finally
Because,
start playing this game of Among Us in Konoan.
yes, because,
Yo.
because, the- because two things.
Mm-hmm.
If he's actually happy that she's alive,
Uh-huh.
in my mind, I think, or if he's not concerned that she's alive or relieved that she's alive, I'm thinking that maybe, I just have a feeling that maybe Amado, like his intentions, okay, time travel could be a thing where he could be someone from the future, and Amado will probably see either as a weapon or somebody that could be used to affect to fight against the Otsutsuki. My
Well,
thing is that
it depends again, even though she's kind of the ball is kind of in her court because she's kind of implying that she might have more abilities that she hasn't told code yet, but
mhm,
I guess just have to go wait and see.
because my thing is that I'm wondering if Amado is actually someone from the future and he would have seen the future where, you know, or the Otsutsuki would have damaged the earth and all these things, and he actually came back, upgrade the human race to be more efficient in fighting by the Otsutsuki. That's
Um,
my take. That's why he. That's why he's. That's why I think he is so efficient in terms of his technology or advanced in terms of his technology, but also why he's so willing to get his hands dirty and do all the things that Ishiki wanted to do in terms of experimenting on people in order to upgrade them so that
yeah.
they can fight against the Otsutsuki. That's just my take with him.
Um, like, I'm not gonna say I don't like time travel stuff, but and I know we had the time travel thing in the anime, but
Mm-hmm.
like Kishi just has to be careful, I would say, in terms of if he does go down that route, time travel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying there's a possibility of making things more complicated. If he does it like how original Dragon Ball does time travel, I have no problem. Honest, I have no
Mm-hmm.
problem. But other than that, I don't know. But just I would have to really and truly see the execution when it comes down to that, honestly. And then it even
Yeah.
depends on how okay, you have chapter 64, you have December's chapter, which should be on Jump Festa Day. And it even depends on
Mm-hmm.
what the big announcement would be for Boruto when it comes down to Jump Festa, because
Mm-hmm.
time skip, I think, is a must for 2022. Definitely. Um,
It has to be.
yeah,
It
yeah,
can't,
it has to
can't
be.
be just you can't say all the time skip is coming soon and
Uh,
drop it in 2022.
yeah. But like a lot of other manga stuff, they'll probably introduce like some time period. Like it probably might be like, I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
3 months before they leave the village, so they can fill that spot with anime canon stuff. Maybe.
But what my thing is that do you think that they should go into the time skip after Boruto's birthday. At least to give us a timeline because if they had the time skip like before his birthday,
Mm-hmm.
so like for example, the time skip would be the time skip would be either the day of his birthday or a day afterwards. That way we can have an idea when, if like for example, time skip is like a year, it's like a year or 2 year time skip.
To be honest, I don't think the birthday thing is really significant. Honestly, yeah, it's whatever for me. It could be before, after, during. Yeah, it no matter. But
Mm.
um, the only thing, okay, if they're gonna do like a birthday thing, what I could potentially see happening is if they tie in that potentially Toneri did something to Boruto
Mm-hmm.
before he was born or on the day of his birth. That would be like the only other thing really that I could think of.
Mm-hmm.
And I said this before, them need to tie in the anime to the manga at some point, brother, because yeah, we're back in anime canon, we're seemingly enjoying it, but if it
Oh yeah, it's a training exam.
yeah, but personally, I don't want to go back into the whole watching from week to week, and yeah, this just seems interesting. Yeah, why don't we get back
But
to the
I
manga?
no man, I think I think I have hope for them man because they did a good job for the car activation arc
Yeah, man. No,
and
but
the
that's the
and the
thing.
Hozuki Castle arc.
Yeah, the castle arc was decent, but even with the car
Mm.
activation, it wasn't until the latter half that it really got good. That's the thing. Like that part with the three brothers with the purple hair and yeah.
I actually liked it. The
Eh.
one I actually liked it, and the I actually liked it, and the whole tense and everything. I liked it, and the fact that they went to the land of silence.
No, I like, but it's just that the
Yeah,
whole
I liked it.
subplot with the brothers, dog. It just never connected to me, brother. it just, eh. But from they lost the deeper and then going forward from that, yeah, man, it got really good to me.
Mm.
But
Okay.
but it kind of switch the
What do
topic
you
just
think?
a bit. All right, what are you gonna say?
Mm-hmm. I was gonna ask you who you think is gonna become Shonin after this arc. Who do you think is gonna become Shonin?
To be honest, dog, I wouldn't be surprised if they said nobody become tuning. Because the reason why I say that is because again, it's not like they've made like a big deal to say, oh, Boruto and company are tuning now in the manga. So it's like, will they really
They
become
don't have
tuning?
to.
They don't have to, but uh, make things line up. That's all I'm asking.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm asking.
I don't think Inojin is gonna be a Chunin. I don't think Chocho is gonna be a Chunin.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't think the cat girl or the girl with the cat. I don't think she's gonna be Chunin. And I don't think the guy with the earth style big hammer thing. I
Iwabe?
don't remember his name. Yes, I don't think he's gonna become Chunin, and I think it's actually gonna be Denki. The guy that looks like Kakashi,
Yeah.
and three team seven.
Hmm. All right. I think I could agree with that.
Oh wait.
The
Yeah.
only thing though is that
No. Sorry about that. I think it's gonna be the guy that looks like Kakashi, Inky. I think the samurai girl is gonna be Chunin as well. The samurai girl is gonna be Chunin, and I think they're gonna give it to Sarada. I think they're gonna give it to Sarada. Will Boruto get it? That's my
boy.
thing. I'm not sure if they're gonna give Boruto because my thing is that even if Boruto shows that he's the strongest, I just think that because of the whole karma thing, I don't think they're gonna give him a position where he has to lead teams.
Yeah, true. And of course, you see
Yeah, I
this
don't think they're good.
it's not even that, but I know they had the whole thing in before the tuning exam started where they mentioned they couldn't go on missions anymore or something like that. But they more
Mhm.
than likely will have to get back to that point where he can't go on, well, where they say he can't go on missions anymore to line things back up to the manga once we get back to that point, is what I'm
No,
saying. So
no, but in the manga they were training, but it's
no,
not like
not not the
they
not the
never said they couldn't go on.
not the train. Remember they said they couldn't go on missions. They weren't allowed to go on any missions. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah, but remember, I think after the whole talk with Naruto and Amado in the anime,
Mm-hmm.
Naruto then allowed them to go back on missions because they were taking the Byakugan suppressant drug.
Did they update that manga wise after as well or?
No, remember in the manga, they all they did was train.
Hmm.
All I did was train. All we did was seeing them training together. But my thing is that something has to happen in the tuning exams in order for the increased surveillance.
That's
That's
what I'm
just
saying.
my
Yeah,
thing.
they're gonna need something to make it align back with the manga when the time comes. So,
And I
it.
think, yeah, and I think that's why he doesn't get tuning, although he's tuning level already.
Well, yeah, pretty much. But it's like the reason why I'm saying all of this, dog, is that in the grand scheme of things, for me personally, it just feels like it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things who becomes tuning right now, dog. Honestly, it to me it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Yo,
Because the age of Shinobi will be over.
not even that, brother. It's just from a production standpoint between the anime and the manga, it's just because to me right now they could say like, okay, probably X and Y character becomes tuning, and then oh, let's send them on some long mission in some different countries to explain why we still aren't seeing them in the manga. You see what I mean? So it's like,
Mm.
whatever.
What you were going to ask me now?
No, I was gonna switch over to Black Clover because I wanted to know
Okay.
what you thought about Super Saiyan God. Give him everything what the plot requires. You know. Yo, dog.
Uh,
Tell me what you think. I mean, two
I don't know what
grimoires, seeing stage. I mean, it's not. I'm
what
not.
did I tell you?
I'm not saying it's an asshole, but
What did I tell you about you? About him again? You know, um, Dark Tribe member.
oh, in terms of the fourth brother and thing,
Not the fourth brother, man. What name again? One fought, man.
Zenon.
Zenon.
Mm-hmm.
Zenon is my favorite. Zenon is my favorite Dark Tribe member, and he is the strongest. And this arc proved it.
I mean, I would say he
This
would have been the
arc proved it.
strongest since he made the extra contract to get the Devil Heart. I would say. But
Yeah.
definitely the best. Like I've been agreeing with you since they
Yes.
did the flashback. Like they really kind of fleshed things out with him a bit more compared to like Vonica and Dante.
Yeah, because the thing I'm just sorry that he died. Um, I'm sorry that he had to take the L, but that has to happen. But even with like, and this is my thing with is that why people don't like so much
Mm-hmm.
is because he had he had a big character moment when he cried for the first time in a very very long time.
Yeah.
But even then, like, I don't know, like, just
Wait,
just
wait,
not get Yuna as a character in terms
before.
of okay, continue.
No, what I was gonna say is that I feel what you're trying to say is that okay, yeah, Tabata's letting train and work hard, but at the same time, it feels like he's just being handed stuff and people aren't really
Yes,
connecting with him. Yeah, I can totally understand.
and
It's,
it's not like him. Even if he's powerful, he doesn't have a swagger to it. Like Sasuke did have a swagger. Like like he was inevitable.
yeah.
Like some of them, and Vegeta. Like Vegeta, when you say Vegeta, although Vegeta was very comedic at times.
Yeah.
But the thing with Vegeta is that Vegeta had a swagger, he had an aura about him.
Maybe
Like,
maybe it's because the rivalry between Asta and Yuno is actually healthy. Maybe that's the reason.
no man, it's
Because
not
that
that the reason. No man, I don't know why, but and I can understand why he plays so poorly in the popularity polls. Like for example, even Noel,
yeah.
even Nozel, I should say, not Noel, Nozel. Like even Nozel, like Nozel has that character about him that you can that like before this, like not even before, like even in the Elf arc, like I saw glimpses of Nozel character where I say yes you can resonate with.
Yeah.
One thing though from this arc when me and Tabata need, or I'm like Tabata, you drop the ball.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that he 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 wrote a fight between Morris and Dream Girl.
Shit. What's that captain's
Uh,
name
Dr-
again?
yeah, I don't remember her name.
Chad, no, this look bad.
That's fine.
But people know what we're talking
But
about.
that fight, yeah, but that fight was off screen. I was like, what?
Probably he'll flash back to it, man.
It better flashback to it.
I mean,
Better.
it's as far as I can see, Tabata is
Dorothy,
nowhere as
Dorothy.
bad. He's nowhere as bad as like Oda with One Piece, cause with One Piece we'll get a lot of stuff off screen, dog.
Oh,
So
yeah, it's Dorothy. Her name is Dorothy.
yes,
Like,
yes, yes.
how can you this Dorothy versus Morris is supposed to be the most epic fight? Because remember, Morris, the thing with Morris is not Morris in terms of his intellect has been generating a lot of heat. But in terms of battle prowess and strength, we haven't seen Morris in a battle as yet. So
True.
like, look, Tabata needs to rewind.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to rewind and show us that fight between Dorothy and Morris. Like he has to.
I mean, granted, no, I haven't. I imagine the latest chapter is out, but I haven't read it yet. But because I usually wait
I
for
haven't read.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
Um,
I haven't read it as yet.
but I'm
It's in the
imagining
manga.
things with Zenon are going to come to an end. So it's like, if not this chapter, probably starting with the next chapter, maybe. And I mean, maybe things will hit full speed. Because I mean, Morris and potentially this hidden fourth sibling is really and truly the only thing that's really left. Well, and the
You
bunch of devils that are there, but so
hear persons talking about the person's talking about the Wizard King
Reda.
being the fourth. I'm like it does. To be honest, I can't get why a person would say it, but I don't think it would add up. But what I could say is that he could actually have a twin brother.
That could be
He
the
could
case
have a
as well.
twin brother. And the thing about it is that he could have a twin brother who is able to manipulate his mind.
Mm.
That would be an epic plot twist.
Wizard King.
Hence, so
Yeah.
his brother or his twin brother manipulates his love for new magic or new spells, and that's how he was able to recruit Yami and William.
So you think some grand person behind the scenes manipulate everything so them can get the
Yes,
arcane mages in a one country and I mean
yes,
crazier things have happened, so it's possible.
and and his and because if you look at it, what name again? The Wizard King. He has, I think it looks like he has two magical attributes: time magic and transformation magic.
Well,
He could have. It looks like he could have two. But we don't. Well, we all know about the time one, but the transformation one. To me, it looks like he has two magical attributes.
yeah, that
But
is a
my,
good point. Even though it could be just for the sake I just gag, but
hmm
but that could be the case for real.
my thing is that I think they were hinting at it that the brother, the
Yeah.
twin brother, there's a possibility that the twin brother may have like mind magic. Because I don't think we have heard about soul magic and mind magic as yet in the Black Clover.
Well, the
And
closest thing
maybe,
to soul are probably like Zagred, which is what was it? Soul or word magic? What was
yeah,
this?
words, yo, I think it was word magic. I don't think I have soul magic yet.
Hmm.
I could be wrong.
Alright, fair
A word
enough.
soul magic, them call it. But then that it could be that, and that person is manipulating everything. So that person could be the one who is manipulating Morris as well.
Hmm. I guess we'll see. Again, like I keep
Hmm.
saying every stream, I think the
Hmm.
major thing for me is really and truly seeing what happens after this arc.
Yeah,
I'll
I want to see what happens as well.
but that aside, I assume, and well, there's only three persons left back on the YouTube side at this point. Um, but Attack on Titan.
I didn't get to finish the chapters.
Which
After I spoke to you,
yeah.
it was a big a pause. Like I haven't read any since then.
So
But I'm waiting. But
the,
I'm anticipating season four.
the
Like
la-
I'm looking forward to it.
the last chapter you read, which one?
The same one, 127. I think it
Oh,
was 120,
127.
127. Yeah, 127.
Brother,
The 127, 125.
I personally, the persons who are in the chat, even though I assume most of you probably have
Mm-hmm.
heard everything Attack on Titan wise by now, but there's fair warning, spoilers. But listen, I am looking forward to how the big anime reaction channels like say like a Heavenly Controller or anybody else anime only wise react to the madness that's about to go down, dog. Because
Yeah, see, the rumbling is some serious. It's some serious was, not like,
brother,
especially
like
the whole time, especially the time jump thing. Like the fact that
Aaron,
Eren is responsible for his entire tragic backstory.
it's
Like,
insane, brother. Time loop, yo.
like Eren is the reason why his life was just
I'm not.
awful.
I'm not gonna lie though. I do love like I always say that the YouTube comment section is undefeated. So like right now, I really enjoy all like the jokes and memes about how they must like oh Isayama write the story, but it was actually Eren all along. Yo, it's insane, dog.
Trust me, man. Yeah, man. It really is. The person who I loved her at the start of the I loved her at the start of the show, but she's getting very annoying. Is Mikasa.
Mm, why?
Or somebody mentioned
Yeah,
something in the chat.
yeah, very terrifying messing up. Yeah, that's the thing though. Like the CGI, because it's like if the CGI turns out to be bad, it might take you
Mm-hmm.
out of the immersion. Like when people are dying, but
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I'm kind of worried in terms of how them gonna handle that. Because granted, I see most persons across the web kind of like nobody expects them to do a bunch of hand drawn things for the rumbling. From what I
Okay.
can see, a lot of persons expect it to be CGI, but it's just it has to be decent. Is what I'm saying. It has to be decent.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is it.
And I, and they have to have a sick opening too. They have
Yo,
to have a sick
they
opening.
need to bring back because I think the band that does a lot of the Attack on Titan openings is Linked Horizon. They need to bring them back for this
Yes, they
opening.
need to.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
like
need to.
dog,
They need
the
to.
hype is real.
The opening needs to be crazy. Like it needs to be sick.
brother, man. Tell you, like,
Has to be.
the only other thing I am praying for is Isayama working with the anime studio to not necessarily
Mhm.
rewrite the ending, but
Mhm.
extend it. Cause
Okay.
yeah, personal, as I said again, because this feels like March, April when the final chapter dropped feels like so long ago. But
Yeah, it feels long for true.
yeah,
Like,
like, but I gave the ending like a 6.5 without the extra pages, and then when the full version of the ending dropped, I dropped my rating to like a 5 out of 10. So I am praying that Isayama works with it to kind of extend a lot of the a lot of the things, because the ending was just rushed in terms of, I think, a lot of the concepts that, that were, I think, instrumental in us, the audience, like really enjoying the ending. It feels like it was just skimmed over.
Bar Studios,
Yeah, Barry.
Bar Studios,
He said trash.
rewrite that.
Yo, bro.
Trust me, like everybody was spoken to them, so the ending trash. Like,
It's
if
very
somebody
polarizing,
was like,
because a lot of times when I even go through like a comment section, like on a video dissecting the end, because I even watched I don't know if you know this channel called Ohara. He does most of One Piece content, but he,
I don't.
yeah, all right. So he did I think he did a video on Eren or the ending recent, like last week. And like, if you even go into the comment section, it's like, it's so polarizing between persons who think the ending is trash and persons who are like dissecting, trying to find the nuance in it in terms of Eren's character. And as I said, even as I said to you on Discord, when once you finish,
Mm-hmm.
I have a very lengthy community post I want you to read, because I did my own personal dissection of Eren. Because
I would,
it
but from what I've read so far, from
yeah.
what I've read so far, I don't know, man. I guess because, and I'm gonna be very honest, it's because of the shonen antagonist, our protagonist is the protagonist, right? Yeah.
Main character, yeah.
Because of the because of the shonen protagonist that I've been exposed to, which is
Mm-hmm.
not a lot. I don't know, man. I'm not really all that sold on Aaron as a character. A lot of people love him, but for me, it's neither here nor there for me. Because remember
Um
now, the protagonist that I'm used to is like Goku,
yeah.
Naruto, Asta and Boruto.
Yeah.
And that's a very limited,
Yeah,
very limited place to compare to it. You were
yeah, it's
saying?
true. And it doesn't help that a lot of persons would say Attack on Titan is really a seinen disguised as a shonen more so than that. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
like, to be honest, you would have to really dissect, like, get a decent dissection video on Eren's character
Mm-hmm.
to get an appreciation of him, I would say.
Don't get me wrong, I appreciate him,
Yeah.
but the hype that I was seeing from persons concerning Aaron,
I
I'm
think
not getting it.
I think the hype would have been the persons who, because all right, when the manga was still going on monthly, you had the faction. This is so crazy. You had the faction of fans who were apparently Jaegerists, which is insane, and they were like, Eren is such a chad. Eren is like the general, no, and all these things. You see me? And like, you had persons like even like Rogers BS, which is an ex One Piece
Mm-hmm.
YouTuber. But he
Mm-hmm.
was like, Eren is really not truly and really and truly not that type of character. And he was like, Eren isn't even Team Eren, and you had persons like just going back and forth. So I think the hype is just coming from his changing character. In season 4, part 1, where he's just
Mm-hmm.
like just doesn't give a shit, dog. Just those dead eyes, just doing what he has to. Has an army for himself, and he's just like, yo, Mikasa, I don't care if I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the body
Yeah,
stinks in
like
sliced bread. No. So
Like
I
I
think
was
that's where the
expecting
hype
a
comes
lot from
from.
Mikasa. I was expecting a
Um,
lot from Mikasa. She's a she just annoys me. I don't know why. Like from ever since season 4, she just annoy me from season 4 start.
Vari,
You know,
what say you? What say you, Vari? Tell me.
she just annoy me. Actually, my favorite portion of Attack on Titans. I'm gonna be very honest with you.
Yeah.
Is actually when they were fighting against humans. Not
Well,
the Titans themselves, but that little arc where they were that little arc when we were fighting against
we're
when they were fighting
talking.
against like where it have the royals, them have their own agenda.
Oh,
They
yeah,
were
talking in terms of when they were
I
taking
actually
down the
like that.
government with the coup d'état and everything.
Yes, I
Yeah,
love that
that
arc.
was that was like
A lot of people don't like it. I don't
yeah,
know why, but I did.
I liked it too, but I preferred the manga version of it because
Okay,
yeah, because apparently Isayama worked with the anime studio to rework some things for the anime version,
okay.
but I pretty much because after I finished season 1 and 2, um I went ahead and I just read like most of the season 3 content up
Okay.
to yeah, up to the end of the season 3 content. Then I started the anime. And I was realizing there was a bunch of changes, alterations, stuff
Mm-hmm.
left out and thing. So a lot of the season 3 content manga wise, there was a lot more dialogue and a lot more
Mm-hmm.
build up to some certain things. Hence why I kind of prefer the manga version. But in the
Mm-hmm.
grand scheme of things, I don't want to say you're not missing much by not reading the manga version of the season 3, but yeah, there are some things that I
Yeah.
definitely prefer. Like for example, I think I mentioned this to you already. When it comes on
Mm-hmm.
to the Grisha's flashback from the basement, one thing I
Yeah,
realized
Grisha.
one thing I realized they removed was the fact that the Marleyan government, like they created a propaganda that King Fritz on the island was actually planning to like attack. Like they made an announcement to the general public and they left that out of the anime, and I was like, why did they leave that out? Yes, me. Like that seems like it would be important to kind of let us the audience know like the
Mm-hmm.
propaganda is really real. So yeah, but let me hold on. Let me see what Vari is saying here. When we first introduced Aaron, he was a low and bruised. He changed about the manga took on. He made him into a simp. That's why most people just didn't like the ending. I think we all would have liked if we just ended. Then saw 26, but gosh, man, yeah. Well, I think you have an idea how the ending goes already, Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely can understand what you're saying, Vari, in terms of like the 180, in terms of Aaron just. And the thing
Mm-hmm.
is, it's like it's not like throughout the story, apart from that one moment in season 2 when Mikasa thought they were going to die. There haven't hasn't really been any other times where Aaron really like showcased like he really liked Mikasa. So it's just out of the blues. And
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, and the only thing I could see where that whole sudden change, that sudden flip to him being a quote unquote simp could be forgiven is if the anime makes it much more clear. Because I look at the time when Eren is talking to everybody in the pots. I don't think you would have seen this scene just yet. I probably would have seen
Mm-hmm.
something like it already, Anthony. But Vari, there's a part where it's seemed like it's implied that Eren and Mikasa spent 4 years together within the paths. That seems like it's implied to me, and if that's really and truly the case, I think the anime could expand on that just a bit, just to make that sudden switch in Eren's demeanor
Mm-hmm.
in the end a bit more, I guess, digestible. That's the way I look at it, at least. So let me know. Um,
Mm-hmm. But then, my thing is, and this is my thing. I think what I loved about the arc
yeah,
was just in the early part of season 3
yeah,
was it was just so how like the politics of it.
yes, yes,
Like yeah, like it was so intriguing. Like just to see like how like the general at the time, I don't remember his name, but just to see how he like orchestrated everything and how he planned everything just to overthrow. It was really good storytelling. I must be, it was really good storytelling. And then at the part season two, part two, you have the whole fight with with Aaron brother and so forth, and you have that fight there, and it was season three. The first part of season three was really good.
Yeah,
It
definitely,
was really
definitely.
good. By the
I
way, uh,
no,
continue.
what I was gonna say is that I think the thing with even season three, part one too as well, is that it really raised the expectations fans had for Historia's role in the story going forward. So
Yes, that's true.
that's the
Yes,
thing. Personally, I would have wanted Historia to have more of a role too. Um, because I mean she's hardly in season four really, but
she hardly is in season four. All I know is that she's pregnant.
yeah, yeah. So
Nothing. What I want to ask is that you ever try Tokyo Revengers?
I have not, but it's on my list because let me tell you, for the longest while, VV Fluoride's I Song, Mushoku Tensei,
Mm-hmm.
and 86 were the three anime that were kind of on my like I'm gonna watch pretty soon list. And I've watched VV Fluoride's I Song already. I'm watching Mushoku Tensei now. It's ongoing,
Mm-hmm.
and I haven't started 86 yet, but I definitely need to get into Tokyo Revengers because obviously
Yo, the
everybody is
story
talking
tough,
about it.
dog. When
Reda.
I've just what only I watched like I think I've watched like the first 10 episodes of the anime.
Yeah.
I take my time when I'm watching animes, and what I will say to you is that you have to be patient. You
Which,
have to be patient because like the first 10 episodes is like they basically build the story.
yeah.
Well, just like in anything, they're building the story and so forth. You have to be patient. What I did was that when I looked up on YouTube to for and hear them discussing the theories and like chapter 200 and something,
Yeah.
and when I hear the story, dog, man, say yo, this tough. Man say yo, this tough, dog, cause man say
Yeah.
cause even the fact that he is a time traveler, time like
I mean,
my observation is
I
that
don't know
next.
anything apart from
No
it
problem, no
involves
problem.
some time travel and all of that. That's pretty much
Alright, let
all
me
I know.
explain it to you. Let me explain it. Just the simple. What happened was that he is a time traveler, so he can go back 12 years back into the future at the same time. So, like, even today, October the 30th,
Yeah.
he can only go back 12 years back to October the 30th.
Mm.
So what happened was that it started out with him. So he was working at a supermarket, and he was at a train station, and somebody pushed him off into the train.
Yeah.
Somebody pushed him off into the train. Train almost hit him. Somebody saved. And what happened was that he went 12 years back. He went 12 years back into the future,
And more in
right?
the past.
Yeah, in the past, sorry, not in the future. In the past, and he met his girlfriend at the time.
Mm-hmm.
He met his girlfriend's brother. Met his girlfriend's brother. You can turn it off. Met his girlfriend's brother, right? And then he was telling his girlfriend's brother that, that his girlfriend is gonna die in the future, so he needs to do everything that he can to protect her. And then when he shaked his girlfriend's brother's hand,
Yeah.
what happened was that he went back into the future and he met her. He, he met his girlfriend's brother in the future, and he was a detective. From that, there starts a partnership where the two of them partner together to actually stop a gang, a
Yeah.
big gang from killing his sister.
All
But
right.
guess what happened now? No,
Wait. It's alright.
he,
Don't spoil it more. It's alright. I'll get to it.
I will say this: two things. Every time he goes back to the past to try to change something, something else happens. That's one.
Yeah.
And two, he's not the only one who is a time jumper.
All right. It's-
He's not the only one who's a time jumper, and he's not the only one who knows that he's a time jumper.
Oh.
So the yes, so the person who actually runs the gang, he knows that the main protagonist is a time jumper. Also,
Uh,
the protagonist, he's also going to become great friends with the leader of the gang. They
oh.
have two leaders of the main gang, right? But you have one of the leaders who actually is controlling the big leader, and the big leader who is being controlled, he's he is the protagonist's friend 12 years back.
All right,
Like
stuff it there, stuff it. I'll get to it, but as I said, give it 10 episodes. I don't mind if it takes a while, as long
yeah,
as
you have to be very patient.
as long as they do an excellent job of immersing me in the story and
Mm-hmm.
thing. I don't mind because all right, what I will say, like for example, with like Mishoku Tensei,
Mm-hmm.
right now we're probably might be going into it. I don't know if you might be going into it for action or whatever, but it takes a little while to build up as well. But in the in the meantime, in the time that you're waiting for it to build up, between all
Mm-hmm.
the other elements, between music, the characters, just immersing you in the story, it does an excellent job. So
Okay,
yeah. So
nice.
as long as it's immersing me and I'm just like, oh shit, I just can't wait to watch the next episode, then fine. You know what I mean? Fine,
By
fine,
the
fine.
way,
Yeah.
by the way, I'm watching over the Naruto first episode,
Mm-hmm.
and man, the animation was cranny. The
um
animation was horrible.
I would say horrible, but the thing is, you have to even understand that even
Yes.
Kishimoto's art style, even back then in like the early days of the manga, is considerably different from later on in the manga. So you have to factor that in as well.
Yes, like it was like the animation was just it was just oh my I'm like I'm like oh my god. Like and the bar has been set so high that when you see the old animation you're like yo
It's crazy, but
this
the nostalgia should carry you through.
yeah, no, it is, and the thing is, just as you talk about this show a while ago, like it does well, and it immerses you into the story.
Yes,
Like
like
he
it's
he's very good at that, immersing you into the story. Kishimoto. Sorry, his Samurai 8 um show never worked out.
yeah, unfortunately, but to be honest, as I said, like I can kind of understand why it didn't, bro. Like the
Mm-hmm.
first chapter is just God, man. I don't know what Kishimoto was thinking with that first chapter. I don't know if you've ever read the first chapter of Samurai 8, but
No, I haven't. Mm-hmm.
bro, talk about information overload. Like shit. I think that's the thing. It's like when you read the first chapter, it's like probably if you're coming from Naruto, oh yeah, he wrote Naruto, like well, I kind of support it, but it's like after a while, I think after the first 5 chapters, I just dropped it. Honestly,
Oh, okay.
yeah, the first chapter
Yes.
might kill your enthusiasm to actually continue reading it. And it's like I was trying to continue comments. Oh yeah, it's Kishimoto, man. I support the youths and thing. Yes, me, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but just I just wasn't feeling it. I just wasn't feeling
Mm-hmm.
it, honestly. Man, I don't know if I go back and give it like a next try, maybe. But Samurai, it's I don't know. I don't know. Right now, manga
Mm-hmm.
wise, I
Mm-hmm.
just want to of course, the last manga I read was Demon Slayer. I just kind of breezed through and like read everything after watching the movie. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I want to jump into Jujutsu Kaisen at some point and
Yeah,
catch up.
I want to. I might give it a try because I heard that it's really creating a buzz. Like I heard that I've watched some of the clippings
Yeah,
of its funny moments, and I must admit,
yeah, man.
the moments are
You
funny.
should definitely watch season one of the anime. It's definitely a fun experience.
It,
Um,
it,
I will never forget, like at my old workplace, because I had an old
Mhm.
coworker that was watching it with me, and there's
Mhm.
this moment where like one of the main characters is like they bump up into this spirit, right? And it's like
Mhm.
too much for too much for them to handle. And man was like,
Mhm.
for lack of a better term, man's like, you know what? Let me call Kakashi Sensei, yeah, man, for the for the most.
Yeah.
Let me just call Gojo, yes me. And it's like
You know,
the man just really loved that because it made sense. Like, yo, that let me just call Gojo. Yeah, this doesn't make sense.
never forget I saw a funny clip I saw a funny clip where I think one of the members of the team,
Yeah,
like he had met a crush, not a crush, like he had met someone,
yeah.
and it was unknown to the entire team that he had met someone, like a girl was checking him out,
Mm-hmm.
and like the entire group just gets so.
I
The entire group just gets, and then start to ask the girl what heap of questions,
Yeah,
and
that
they
sounds
just
like
start freak out the girl.
one of the extras them after the episode done. Yeah,
Yeah.
remember it when Fushiguro like meet this girl and everybody I say, yo, dog, like they try to screw it up with the one dog.
And then you have this, yeah, you have this character where him have this serious thing about him, but like him would like him have this him have a bipolar tendencies.
One of a
So
Nanami, the guy in the suit and
oh,
glasses.
yes, I am same
Yeah,
one.
yeah, the one.
Like him will talk to you like him rate you and so forth, and then afterwards him just diss you up wicked.
Dog and that
That's
dog
it.
is like as an adult dog, like you can just relate with the man dog. Cause when they just meet him in the series, man's like, yo, work sucks, being a jiu-jitsu sorcerer sucks. But me just gotta go do my well
Yes,
suck
yes.
list. Yes, me. So we just
Okay.
relate with the man for that
Yeah,
spiritual level dog. Yes, me.
yes, yes, that's true.
Ah boy.
Um, but yeah, I've thought about it. Um, but I don't. The thing about it is that like, um, and it's the same thing with series as well. Like, I don't watch a lot of series, but when I do appreciate it.
Yeah.
Um, it's the same thing with anime as well. But I normally like watch them for a good while and then stop for a very very long time and then get back to them.
My problem when it comes on to anime in general is that I usually find it hard to get into something new, or
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
I
That's true.
I find it very difficult, even if I know in some shape or form that it's like the best thing since sliced bread. Like me just can't bother. Like it's sometimes it takes a while before me get into it, and then I ask myself why did I take so long to get into this? Like Attack on Titan, you see me?
Hmm. And then another thing I love with the attack, especially I love with the Attack on Titans as well. Like that's the thing I love with the Attack on Titans and with Boruto. I, I, the,
Right?
I know that all animes they speak about real issues, but I just think that with Boruto and with Attack on Titans,
Yeah.
you're able to see more real stuff. You get what I'm saying? You don't get to see a lot of political stuff in Black Clover.
Well, yeah, I understand because I mean, Black Clover is like your traditional,
Yeah, it,
cliche, um, like shonen, but I mean, it has its whole, classism thing that it's going
it
for.
you know
It's
it has its classism, but in terms of like the cycle with even with Boruto, and I hope they exploit as well. Even the whole thing with where Timari, the whole issue with Timari getting married to Shikamaru,
mm-hmm.
and the whole she getting married to Shikamaru actually what it is that the Keke Genkai for the magnet release is now in the hidden leaf.
Mm-hmm. But did they ever create a
So
problem?
this
Did they ever like highlight that as being an issue? Cause
no the anime actually didn't know. That's why you really sometimes you have to really watch the fillers.
no, I've watched
That's
every
just why then.
episode, but I'm just trying. I don't
You
actually.
remember the episode? Remember the episode where they were where the Nara clan came to Shikamaru and they were talking to Shikamaru concerning Shikadai, and then at the end of the episode Shikadai was like he was not going to he doesn't want to be the chief of the Nara clan. But he actually, and that's when he asked his mother if she could teach him wind style.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if she could teach him wind style. I think it was that same episode. It was hinted at. It was hinted in, like for me, like in Boruto, like, and even the whole field trip arc when they went to the Mist Village, and you literally the Mist Village, and you literally see like people are trying to have a coup d'état, or you may say, or even the Mist Village, try to negotiate things with the Hidden Leaf Village and all them something like. I like seeing those things in anime.
Like I definitely love seeing that. But I can probably use this time to criticize Boruto a bit.
Yeah.
But in the context of Boruto, like I like it, but at the same time, again, when it comes on to the anime, it's not like how should I put it? It's not like Attack on Titan where the coup d'etat builds up to something else and builds up to something else. It's like we had that arc and it was a good. Well, the arc, the arc was decent, but it's like okay, that was forever ago, and we noticed negative repercussions of it up till now. So it's like
we think we might see it though. I think we might see it in later episodes, anime episodes, where just as though you remember the Byakugo group or
all that
Byakugo gang, yeah.
Brother, you realize that was like, me not bash but you realize that was like, I don't know.
That's a long time ago.
3-4 years ago, bro. Basically.
But they mentioned the concept of the concept of the gates.
Mm-hmm.
The concept of the system, the ninja system that they have now.
Yeah.
Where Ina is overseeing. It was because it was cited that because of that incident and others, why they decided that they were going to create that system.
Yeah. My thing is this. It's just that.
Mm-hmm.
How can I?
So long.
It took so long, brother. Dog. It's like
it did. It felt so isolated. The arts felt so
isolated, brother. It's like, and again, it comes back to what I was kind of saying earlier between, having stuff in the anime and having stuff in the anime tie back into something in the manga. So it at least makes the stuff in the anime feels like it's worth it in the long run. You know what I mean? Because again, and we've talked to death about this. I've talked to death about this for the last few years, where a lot of times it's like we're 220 some episodes into Boruto, dog. We're officially longer than original Naruto, which is insane, and is what I'm saying. Comparatively speaking to other series, right? Where again, I'll take the greatest of all time, Yu Yu Hakusho, for instance. 112 episodes. It's like, if you could condense all the positives about Boruto storytelling-wise into 100 episodes, and then make some of the arcs that feel isolated because they were so long ago, if you could make them really build on top of each other, and then relate it back to the manga, it would feel so much better to me. Because a lot of times, for example, in this conversation now, you'll bring up the Byakuga again, and it's like, it's like whatever at this point, dog. You see me? But that's just how I feel, at least.
Understood. But one thing though, and this is the thing with Jujutsu Kaisen that I'm not too fond of.
Yeah.
In terms of the demonology, and the same thing with Black Clover as well. It thick, heavy. Yes, them
Curse spirits,
even Black Clover.
Yeah.
Even Black Clover, them no rump, I'm saying to myself, yo Tabata, what's going on? How you know so much information about all these things?
Well,
I know they probably read it.
Yeah, and probably them research and thing.
But man, those are some deep stuff. Like,
You
yo,
think of that? Honestly, if nothing else, I really just love Tabata's design for his devil's dog. Like,
yes,
it's
his
just,
designs
just,
are really good.
yeah. So,
Yes, his designs are really good. I must give him and the same stage suits like the armors and so forth
yeah.
really look nice. Like him turn up man. No lie, him art style has really improved. Well, it's really good, I should say.
Yeah, yeah. Because, to be honest, early Black Clover, manga wise, and no. I would say, yeah, Tabata's improved, but it's not like a drastic, like Naruto chapter
Drastic
1 and Naruto
improvement.
chapter 700. It's not that world of difference, I'd say. But,
No, but you were saying?
no, I was gonna bring up the fact that One Piece, even though I know you don't watch One Piece, but
No man, that's fine. We can still talk about it.
no, but yo, One Piece episode 1000 this coming month. That's
Yo,
insane. Like,
insane indeed. You know who is not watching One Piece, you know?
no, that
I
the
know
crazy,
it.
the crazy thing is, if you watch it and you like it, you're not gonna mind, dog. Trust me, because me tell you, I used to watch One Piece when I was younger, when it was like on
Yeah, me too.
when it was on what, Four Kids or Fox Box, whatever, and
I
then
watched it when it was on Tsunami.
yeah, and then it switched over. Toonami got it on. I was watching it there for a bit, and then I didn't watch One Piece again until community college. So this is probably 2012, and around that time it was just around episode 500 and something, if memory serves right.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched up until 690 something, and then I dropped the
Mm-hmm.
anime and just continued with the manga. So right now
Mm-hmm.
I might just pick up from episode 985 and just catch
Mm-hmm.
up from there. So before episode 1000 drops, I'm probably far flung into the future. I'll watch the backlog. But
I was with,
yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the art style of One Piece.
Yeah, I know a lot of people aren't. A lot of people aren't.
Uh, but what I like was it was a good story though.
No,
At least what I
dog.
watched.
Stories, just amazing, dog. Trust me, like, and a lot of persons will say this. When it comes on to One Piece, if you people will say if you make it to Arlong Park and you still not really seeing, like, like if you went out of your way to go up to episode 39, episode 40, which is basically the end of Arlong Park, and you
Mm-hmm.
don't really see the charm in it for you, then yeah, just drop it.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I mean, I liked it when I was little, and like getting back into it when I was in community college, like getting up to episode 39, 40,
Mm-hmm.
like those episodes hit me, dog. Like, it was at that point I was
Okay.
like, yeah, I'm sold. I'm like on this journey, dog. Like, you've probably bumped up into the clip. It should be a clip of like their navigator Nami probably stabbing herself.
Okay.
Yeah, you just have to see the flash. Yeah. We can't. You have to just experience it, dog. I don't know. One day. I don't know. Probably. I'll pray. So
I,
one day you can
I,
experience it.
I remember when I was 10 years old, like my a friend of mine at the time,
Yeah.
was a he was a huge Bleach fan.
Ah.
At the time, I was like so committed to Naruto that I was like, yo, um, I was like, yo, Naruto is where it's at, By the time I never watched Shippuden. By the time Shippuden started, but I never watched it.
Yeah.
Shippuden started. I think it was a Gara arc. But I was but because this is the thing, and I always say to persons like, there may be a lot of new, there may be a lot of new animes who are better written than Naruto. it doesn't change the fact that Naruto made me felt a particular way, and from that I will forever be loyal to Naruto in terms of like shonen, in terms of like shows and so forth.
No, I'm totally
Um,
understand now. Totally understand because
my friend now, sorry about that. So my friend now, he watched Bleach and he was in love with Bleach. My thing with Bleach though is that at that time I didn't appreciate the art style, but now that I'm looking at it, the art style was really cool.
no man, Kubo. If nothing else, when it comes down to Bleach fans, they'll tell you that Kubo has some amazing art, and they like the female
Yeah.
characters too. But
So,
Bleach. I always had Bleach below Naruto, even though I really love Bleach as well. I started watching Bleach
mhm,
in 2008. God, I sound old.
mhm.
um yeah, I started watching Bleach in 2008, and it's a Naruto, so I didn't even have One Piece in the mix at the time. It was just between those two. But I can totally understand what you mean when you say like Naruto has a special place for you, because why I remember the days when they basically announced Naruto was ending in 5 weeks.
Mhm.
I remember you were reading weekly at the time as well, or you were just anime only.
I was anime and reading weekly.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah,
I
I read the last chapter,
bro,
and then I dropped everything. I dropped the anime and
bro.
yeah, I dropped everything.
I remember when chapter, cause 699 and 700 dropped the same day, you know. Kishimoto
Yes, I
released.
did the two of them. Yeah, I
I
remember.
remember the day in 20. This is what 2014, and
2014. Yeah.
yeah, it's like me and my friends, and we I say, yo, dogs, because the chapter would have dropped from in the morning. We I say, yo, nobody read the chapter till in the evening, and remember we're on hall and we come out and we bring out my TV and the common area and we hook up and we come out to the common area and thing and we I say, well, read the chapter. I think the episode dropped the same day as well. I think we were one of the Jubito episodes, Tentails Obito
Yes.
episodes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and we watch episode and read the
Hmm.
chapter and it was like, dog,
The war arc was annoying. Well, war arc episodes were really good. The manga content was good, but the fillers did annoy me.
yo,
They annoyed me.
fillers. You know, as you mentioned, fillers. That's one thing. That's one thing I always prefer with Bleach over Naruto. I actually prefer Bleach fillers.
Oh, okay.
Definitely prefer Bleach fillers.
Annoying. The fillers them did annoying,
It
especially the
was
one. You know,
insane, brother.
the most annoying one was the one where it have the robot Naruto
But wasn't that for like
trying to catch
two? There was
Naruto.
like two episodes because they were kind of celebrating Storm Revolution or something like that. With Mecha
Yeah, and the
Yeah, it was just two
Orochimaru.
episodes, dog.
Yeah, it's two episodes, but it was annoying. And like the tuning exams where Neji became Jonin,
Mm-hmm.
that tuning exam where they're showing like Sakura and software. I'm like in my mind, I'm like this arc was way long overdue.
It was
I don't
long
know why you guys
overdue.
itching.
Yeah,
I don't know
true.
why you guys. I don't know
But
why you guys itching this arc right here, right now.
it was long. But the annoying part about the arc was that they dropped it when Madara was observing the like
And I
Madara
tell
was,
you, and yet, and every week
this
you would
brother.
probably stay tuned thinking that okay, we're gonna get some some manga content, and man, I did drop it, man, drop it like it's hot.
Yeah, because it was like 20 episodes, dog.
Yes, they were very long.
Ah,
I had
boy.
I had to drop it like it's hot, but yeah, but yeah, the art for Bleach was really cool. Now that I'm looking at it. By the way, you said that you went to community college in 2012.
Yeah, well,
That means
2011
that
to 2013.
that means you're well older, man. Because
Up-
at that time, in 2011, I was in grade 8.
oh, so
Yes.
grade 8. Well, that means me not. I'm older, but probably not like a ton older than you. Probably 3 or 4 years max, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Because 2011, I was in 8, and 2012, I was in 9.
yeah, but With the Bleach anime returning though next year, you think you might I guess quote unquote read slash watch
No,
in preparation?
no.
Shadow.
I'm sorry, I'm too behind. I can't bother.
Man, no, we totally understand that. Totally understand.
Anything I want to watch now is something new.
Which makes sense, makes
I, yeah,
sense.
something new. And and what I like about Attack on Titan as well is that the story was short. It wasn't it wasn't this long drawn out story. It was very concise.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, now, this is what I usually like doing for monthly series
Mm-hmm.
where I try doing the math where I would say, okay, if I were to convert Attack on Titan into like a weekly series, like it would be like a 400 chapter. Like if you're basing it on page count, probably like a
Yeah,
400 chapter.
yeah, 400 chapter.
Yeah, so it's actually decent length.
Because even Attack on Titans, I think it was Titans that made me realize that Boruto is dropping the ball when it comes down to monthly mangas, you know. Because I used to think that 40 pages was like standard for monthly mangas. Until I read Attack on Titans, that's like 60 odd pages. I'm like,
Was it 60?
really?
Was it 60? Like, is it really 60? Isn't it like still on average like 40 something pages same way?
Oh, probably it's the final one. You remember when you were doing the watch along? I
Yeah,
was there
because
as
they
well.
they
It's the
extended
final.
they extended the
So
final
maybe it's the
chapter.
final one.
So yeah, but your point still stands, you know, because
Mm-hmm.
like
Drop the ball, man.
but Isayama at
And even 40,
least
30 odd, not even 40 odd, 30 odd pages too. Because if you take into consideration like the beginning, the beginning, like the cover page, about 30 odd pages worth of content them give you sometimes.
yeah. But then again, Isayama at least alright. Isayama at least with the exception of the final chapter seemingly is this genius dog genius level writer. So
Yeah, he is.
it's just that yo as I mentioned that no
Mm-hmm.
like this is like an insane task like
Mm-hmm.
I don't do you know the YouTuber Totally Not Mark?
No, I don't.
uh this man literally has about a 3 or 4 hour review on Attack on Titan, like one video 3 to 4 hours,
Mm-hmm.
like, and I sat down and I watched it. Not today, like this is like
Mm-hmm.
probably like way early in the year, I think, if memory serves
Mm-hmm.
right. But definitely worth a watch. I'd highly recommend it. Is I mean,
What's the name of it?
let me drop it in the Discord if I can just find it back here.
Please do.
Totally Not Mark. Ah boy.
I watch it when I feel like it.
Alright, yeah, you might have to watch it piece no. So
Yeah, peace.
definitely have to go watch it piece, brother. 10:23.
Depends, because if I'm genuinely interested, I'll probably something there.
Yeah, you might just start watching now, know when. Cause I'm going a lot. He goes into detail in terms of a lot of things. Trust me. I mean, it's 3-4 hours, so I mean that's to be expected.
By the way, like somebody's saying, yep, it's worth it. Yeah, I think Valerie Studios.
Yeah, Vari. Yeah. Vari. See, Vari knows what's up.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna try it out.
And funny enough, no, he Totally Not Mark. He recently, cause he did a One Piece read through. He was reading One Piece for the first time and was doing a bunch of videos on it. And he's caught up now, but he's doing the same thing with Naruto now. And he's basically he basically just finished the Tsunade.
Yeah.
So you can actually
I have
probably
a
check
feeling
out that too.
I have a feeling that I've seen him before, you know, like I've seen him in my recommendations.
Yeah.
Once this is somebody's doing a review of Naruto, probably seen him in my recommendations.
Let's drop this to you, bro.
Mm-hmm. Varys was also saying that he loves his Hunter x Hunter.
Brother,
as well.
up to now, I have not. You see, this is what we were talking about earlier about getting into series, even though you know it's good. Up to now, I have not gotten into Hunter x Hunter. I've just like watched a bunch of clips. And like it's embarrassing because I love Yu Yu
Yes,
Hakusho.
wait, I've seen this before. I've seen it before, but I've never watched it. I've seen it
Yeah,
come up in my recommendations.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I've
definitely worth
seen
a
it
watch,
before.
brother.
Yeah, I've seen it before, but it has come up in my recommendations. But I wanted to say again, I can't remember. Oh yes, I want to ask you, how are you on YouTubing?
Well, I was mentioning
Um,
it at the beginning of the stream, you know. I think you
mhm.
did hear me say it.
I wasn't here, man.
Oh, you weren't.
I came, yeah, I came when you were probably a good length in
Oh,
to your stuff.
yeah. I was saying to the persons when we had like probably like six, seven, eight persons in the stream because we only have like three now. But
Mm-hmm.
I was saying I think I'm experiencing a bit of burnout if I'm being quite honest.
Okay.
Yeah, guys, I was drawing for the comparison between now and even early in the year, or my usual thing where the Boruto chapter would drop, and I would do a lot of like discussion videos every week.
Yeah. What I advise you to do, is that now that we're going into the anime, the mostly anime only content.
Yeah.
What you could do is that you could just have like a bi-weekly or a monthly review.
Oh, for the anime.
Bi-week, yeah, a bi-weekly and a or a monthly review.
Mm-hmm.
Just to, because uh, I think that there are some episodes where you don't have to review them every
Yeah,
week.
because
Because even the last episode, it wasn't.
yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing to review.
Yo, to
Um,
even really even react to or anything.
yeah.
But
But in the event that, like, if, for example, if you do it bi-weekly and but there's a fight that is hype, so there's an episode that is hype. Like, for example, you drop a bi-weekly review here, then
yeah,
next week episode was like it really hype, then you can probably do an emergency one there. But yeah, you could try that.
hmm.
And also you could try like more collabs with
Yeah,
other YouTubers.
collabs is something I wanted to do more of this year, which I've fallen completely short of that. Cause I think the only persons I've collabed with this year is
The guy from Great Britain,
yeah,
I
she
think.
calls me Betty, but funny enough,
Yeah.
he got his channel taken down and he had to start fresh again. Oh,
Oh snap.
wait, Vari,
You.
what's poppin', man?
I'm here. Finally get to join. The local people them decide the work is over, so
Oh, you
I
were
was
at
already.
work, Jano dog.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Good vibes, good
Fun
Night.
vibes.
Good
night.
night.
Yeah, man,
Alright,
but
bro.
we're there just a chill, man. The usual end of month subscriber stream, eh? Usually do this either the last day or the second to last day every month, where we just yeah, it's just something for the subscribers if they want to join and we just talk, is man. About anything really.
Yeah, me here, me here, me there. So I say, yo, me can't type fast enough for. So I just say, when work done, me just jump in on the
Makes
chat
sense,
and
makes
just.
sense, makes sense. But yeah, brother, like as me I tell Anthony here said, the burnout feels real, dog. Come on.
Oh,
At the same time, I want to try. No, I need to make a change in November. Want to get back on the grind. Even though it's not like I stopped doing videos completely, but it's like compared to the rate which I used to pump them out.
yeah, yeah. What my advice
Yeah.
is for me personally, I realize what works for me is bulk uploading because I haven't
Okay.
created a video since like when it's the
Yeah.
beginning of October because I usually just create them, put them
Yeah.
up on the channel, and them just auto release under them thing. I only
Oh,
know this week. Me say, okay, cool. I'm gonna start do some more videos for release next week, and then make it do thing. That way, Because what I used to do last year is, I remember when I was doing this special event called Anipalooza, and I
Yeah.
wanted to do one video every single day for 30 days. I nearly died. I nearly died.
Yo, that is wild, brother.
Yeah,
It's
that
rough.
could work as well. I agree with Kyle. That could work as well.
Yeah, so I guess event him create them in bunch and probably even take like a week and just start work on them and then just start schedule them and thing more
Yeah,
than likely.
that can
Because
work. And if,
continue, Kyle.
cause like I realize that you do a lot of when it comes down to like the content being dropped and stuff like that. You already know what come, especially in the episodes, cause you're done with the manga already, right? So you can easily just um if it works for you. If not,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Well, I'll
The,
definitely give it a shot. Cause I mean, definitely not a bad idea. Still, kind of bulk. But
really,
as a lot of persons as well, you're there for a while, Kyle. So you realize, as we say, a lot of persons want my "What if Madara live part 3." So we definitely need to do that this month, this coming month, if nothing else.
Why when it's a Madara, oh my ooh,
Brother,
bumps.
brother.
Sorry.
No,
Sorry, Madara is my G, man. Madara is my
no. Trust me, brother. I understand. Like Anthony, Kyle. Trust me. It's no understatement. I'm tell you, it's no exaggeration. I'm saying the what if Madara videos are like my best videos for this year,
yeah.
and
most watched.
yes, most watched for this year.
Cause Madara did nobody even no matter how much them write him out of the story and try undermine this man I carry the series from the first moment he come out with him here and his eyes and
Yo.
this man
And
control the entire history of the Shinobi world. But
and
that who?
the thing
Madara all
about
the way.
and the thing about it that, is like, and this is what makes a villain such a. This is what makes an individual such a great villain. But Kurama, big bad Kurama, Fred.
Exactly. Yeah.
I was like,
You know, when the first time Naruto Shippuden started, we remember when they released that little, before they released the full episode,
I
like
was
the
about
teaser thing
I
with
was about
Sasuke
to
and
reference
Naruto.
it, dog. Go on.
From even the first, there was a Madara name synonymous. From your ear, Madara name drop. Boy, I get even demon, nine-tailed fox get afraid, and I say, yo, brother, may I ease off of this because him too strong, you know. You see me?
yeah,
Madara
like,
is so influential that
man.
he, with just a few words, corrupted this young soul into turning the entire world on its head. Just the mere mention of Madara's name put the entire shinobi race into a all-out war.
Brother.
And Kyle, that's what I was saying to Sanjay that Madara couldn't stay alive because
Couldn't
even
stay
if
alive, for real, for
because
real.
even if they tried the Avatar route and took away his powers, his
Yeah,
mind alone is just so it's just such a weapon. I just think that he would have still caused war or caused rift to the Shinobi world. He would have had to die. Like you
They
said,
have to find a way for write him out. Them have to find a way, cause I mean, come on, for Christ's sake, this man get reborn. The Edo Tensei bring him back from the dead, and he broke free from it like it was
Brother,
nothing. It was
listen. It's just for me personally. It's really the build up over over the course of Shippuden, dog. Like
exactly.
from the Sasuke scene to like even when Jiraiya just went to the ring and say, yo, only Madara could have done this now, dog. You see me? And then
Exactly.
like it's just the build up, dog. And then
it was really good.
yeah, and then when the man finally come, the fact that the man not only genuinely super powerful, but it's just the personality, dog, and the arrogant, well, the cockiness, dog. You see me? Like it was just yo.
Even up to this day, like the two villains me hear people talk about a lot is Madara and Aizen. Like those are
Brother.
the two villains
Wait,
that
wait,
versus.
wait, wait, wait. On
Hmm.
my top 10 list, when it
Yeah.
comes on to anime villains, Aizen is number two because who can pull a 180 like Aizen? I mean, this dude was a nerd sitting in the background of everything, and then all of a sudden he becomes the biggest challenge to the Soul King himself. This man broke his glasses and instantly got drop curl. He got beautiful in the sea, in the motion of 2 minutes. He turned from a nerd
Yo.
to the hottest guy in the entire universe, and he was so, and he has all reason to feel the way that he feels because he knows that nobody can beat him.
Honestly,
I'm like,
Mm,
honestly, Kyle, me not gonna lie though. Me feel like Aizen was such an amazing villain, dog, that I personally feel Kubo wrote him out of the
next.
story. Like, wrote him out of the.
yeah.
With the final
Well,
fight between him and
well,
Ichigo, dog. In the sense that
have
I felt
have
that the
you
final.
seen the manga though?
Yeah, I've read the
The-
final arc in the manga till its completion
Okay,
and
okay,
thing, man.
all right,
Yeah,
all
man.
right.
But I just
I
Yeah.
feel.
haven't.
Yeah, Anthony hasn't really seen much of
Yeah, I
it.
haven't.
But the point is, when it came on to Ichigo and Aizen's final fight, I feel it was like looking back at it, I think it's anticlimactic. Like,
It is. I feel like it was
yeah,
scuffed. It was scuffed big time. Okay, what's next? The story. I mean, come on.
brother.
What is this?
I
I
rem-
think
But then,
in my what I'm thinking though is I'm thinking that in that last part when Aizen the Sokyoku and fuse it with himself. I think them rush his evolution a little too much when it comes down to showing what he's doing. And from see that, me know said them a go rush for write him out as quickly as possible in order to
exactly.
just move on to the next arc and try and build up this other story that should have been being built from like the first part. But we don't hear nothing about that. We only hear we only see what's going on once it start happening, and then we start hear about the backstory.
Exactly. Because like for
That's
me, like one of my problems with the fight as well is I don't think Kubo did a good enough of a job to justify Aizen not showing Ichigo his
mhm.
Shikai.
yeah,
Yeah,
for
it
real.
just never made any
For
sense,
real.
dog. You see me?
For real. In my mind, I'm thinking Aizen is the type of person that would definitely say, alright, cool, you're big and bad, try this out.
Yeah, exactly.
Try this out.
But
Let
then,
me-
but then I think Madara has to be the way he was because like Kishimoto had set a very high standard when it comes down to villains. 'Cause even like Orochimaru was written so well as a villain.
I think he's
Written,
more of a cockroach than a snake. 'Cause
yeah,
I
they
mean,
could say that too.
I
No, she
mean,
did.
in his defense, Orochimaru had that presence in part one at least. You see me?
Yes, he
yeah.
did. He did. Like when people call him name, like people shudder, like literally, and like he was well written, and I think because of
Well,
this,
he
the
outlived them
bars,
all, so.
yeah, he did.
Literally.
So,
Yo.
I
The
mean, come on.
the bar was set so high with Orochimaru. Then when after Orochimaru, then you have Itachi. Then
Yeah,
after Itachi, you have Pain, and it was too much. Anyways, I have to go, but I want to say this.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh. Sorry, I thought I was gonna go.
Oh well.
No, but wait. But before I allow you guys to talk, I want to say this. You guys notice that in the Black Clover opening 13, you guys notice that when him again, Xenon in the opening he was smiling. He saw his hands coming down and he was smiling, like they were literally foreshadowing like Xenon's backstory when they did that, you know. Like when I saw it, I was like, it makes so much sense why Xenon was like holding his hands in front of his face and then he was smiling. You remember that, Sanjay?
I'm bringing it up on my phone as we speak. See if I can find the scene where I refer to. Oh wait, shit. Think you are right. You up to date with Black Clover, Carl?
Uh, um, I'm sad to say I'm not a should, but the YouTube thing really takes a lot of it.
No problem.
No, no, we understand, no, brother. Like,
So
we totally
so it's
understand.
a little hard to turn one eye this way and the next eye that way. But I've been wanting to watch it for. I've been wanting to finish it for the longest time because I'm a completionist. I love to complete, and it just a loom over my head for too long now. So
Yep. Like
one
just
easy.
just like a hunter loom over my head from when. So you see me. So I totally understand, dog. Jeez.
The thing I would say is that when you do start watching, be patient.
Oh.
Yes.
I'm usually the type of person that watches, like, for instance, even though you'll hear me say to the entire world that the two anime which I will never be a fan a part of is One Piece and um Fairy
Ooh.
Tail.
Well,
Even
mm-hmm.
though I've said that, I've watched nearly all of Fairy Tail
Wait,
off, and
bro.
and I have watched. I wouldn't say most of One Piece. That's a total lie. But I've watched a significant amount to say, all right, because I'm the type of person that really likes to just say, all right, cool. If I don't like something at first, I'm not gonna just dash it away. I'm gonna
Yeah.
sit down, patient with the series, go right through,
Beat
and
that
see
shot.
where I would drop off. Isn't it? So yeah,
Um, like how far into One Piece? Like Marineford? Like are
I wouldn't say that. It's
not.
been years since I've watched the last One Piece episode. To be honest.
Yeah, to be honest, is as I was telling, what you heard on stream, I dropped the anime from like I don't know, probably more than 6 years now, dog. So,
Eh,
so totally understand. But I have been keeping up with the manga, so yeah,
meh.
yeah, yeah,
Meh.
yeah, yeah. But still, I will say all the praise One Piece gets, it does deserve. I will say that.
Well, you see, a lot of time I have when I'm introducing people to anime, even though I personally don't watch One Piece or Fairy Tail, I always tell them, look, these two series I try as well, and it will basically cement you into what type of anime you like. Because if you don't like One Piece, then have 1,000 other suggestions I'm sure you won't like. And if you don't like those suggestions, you have to go like One Piece. It's not. It's simply black and white. There's no gray.
No, it's
Because
true. It's true. Would you agree? Because I was telling Anthony here, because he's another person who's just he doesn't feel like he's gonna get into One Piece, but which is
yeah,
fine. But I was telling him that like how most persons say that by the time you reach the end of Arlong Park is what's like, if you don't like it by then, drop it. Would you agree or not?
I would agree. I would
Yeah.
agree. I would definitely agree.
Yeah.
See, had a workmate, a friend, and she doesn't watch anything other than One Piece, and I'm her best friend at work. And when
Yeah.
I come home in the afternoon, my ears is wet with every little detail
Oh
to
yeah.
Luffy's life, from the tip of his hair to the bottom of his
Oh.
toes. I had to give it a shot.
Yo, no, brother,
And
it's
I said,
serious.
to her straight up, I can see the appeal why a lot of people love it, but it's just not for me.
Yeah,
It's
which
not
is
Let's
just
for me.
see.
understandable. Totally
Too
understandable, dog.
long, man. We can't
No,
binge watch one
Wait,
JoJo.
hold on. Is anybody here a JoJo's fan?
dog,
I'm
like,
not. No, I'm not.
no, unfortunately
But,
No.
not. Dog, like,
Alright.
but
Alright,
I hear
Stone
that because
Ocean.
they're iconic.
yeah, I see that. Yeah, part 6, right? I've been
Stone
seeing it coming
Ocean
out and
is
saying,
going to be dropped. And let me tell you, I was not a JoJo's fan for years because I saw the anime at first and I was like, what is this crap? I'm not watching it. But see, this year, let me tell you what happened.
yeah,
This year, I started off, I said, I fell off the anime boat a little bit and I said to myself, all right, cool, I'm going to get back into this. I saw JoJo's alongside Food Wars, and I said, let me start Food Wars first. Food Wars
I
put me in a
want to
great
try
mood.
Food Wars as well.
So I started JoJo's, and right now I'm suggesting JoJo's to everyone. If you want over the
Jesus.
top action, crazy nonsensical fighting that literally just don't make no sense, but it's epic as hell. These
Yeah.
big buff dudes doing some styles that using their watch JoJo's and appreciate the color scheme, the artwork, all that it takes to actually make it, because the creator, I don't remember the name of JoJo's, really takes into detail the human body and anatomy down to the cells. May I tell you, and
Kyle.
JoJo's is an anime that I sat and I watched every JoJo's thing from like episode 1 to the finishing in 2 weeks straight.
It's
My
serious. Who
computer
published?
never watch anything
Yo.
else. Just JoJo's straight. And it's slow. I'm not going to hide and talk. It's slow when it
Yeah.
comes down to season 1. You see, when it really picks up in season 2, you would love it for life. For
Man-
life.
Me not like Kyle.
By the way,
What are the other thing? Like, me not like Kyle.
Problem.
It's like when you say watch JoJo's a while ago. What chipping on my head? Me not know if you watch any like if you watch Long Beach Griffith's skit videos them.
Oh, I don't think so.
Jano. So him have like him do like a bunch of skits, right? From basically by anything. But him like anime as well. So him have like anime fans skit where each anime fan are basically that try tell to them anime at the best, you see what I mean? I have
oh, that one.
yeah. So I think in a part 2, we might have it in a 2 parts, but in a second part, him have like one of the characters just said, just watch JoJo's. Watch JoJo's. Have you watched JoJo's yet? Watch JoJo's. So I just that come to my head when I say watch JoJo's, dog.
Watch JoJo, because all these years I've seen some tweets. Everybody are like JoJo stands. After I
Yeah.
finish watch it, I totally understand the difference between a stan and a fan now. So so I'm a fan. I'm not a stan. I'm totally not. But it's really entertaining, and the writer just know how to keep you gripped. The animators as well, and they just know how to just break the mold from just traditional shonen anime. They just really know how to grip you. I'm not going to lie, some parts it drags on. It drags on too long for some seasons,
Yeah.
right? But then when it wants to make a point and hit the mark that it wants to hit,
Yeah.
does. Just okay. I'm just gonna give you a quick
Yeah, I'm
scenario.
excited still,
Just,
but go on.
just imagine these two buff, muscular dudes. They must weigh like 300 pounds. Their muscles alone, right? Flying through the air and
300
talking
pounds.
out each other's strategy, step by step. Time even freeze, for Christ's sake. And these two are still talking and analyzing everybody's. I'm like, is worse than when Goku fought Freeze, and said that lasted
That
nearly
long.
half a year. Yeah, you see?
Yes, that's fine.
Yo, that part was
Time
Very,
insane,
very-
dog.
Whew.
Dog,
That's a very
I
long
can
time.
feel the passion, dog.
I want to ask you guys. I want
Right.
to ask you guys. Do you think that if a writer came to Jamaica and literally like come up with an anime based on Jamaican folklore, you think it would have been a very good anime?
Okay, so just
Hmm.
as that one more, I thought about that before, and based on what I know about the Jamaican culture, even though I haven't really delved deep into it, Jamaican culture and Japanese culture are real. I would say that they're very closely related. The only difference is that we don't have anything like gods
Mhm.
and goddesses and those stuff. Like
Mhm.
in Japanese culture, you have Tsukuyomi and those gods and them. Yeah, they have those, so they can base them anime
Yeah.
off and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But for us, we don't really have that. But at the same time, we still have a very diverse culture when it comes down to folklore and
Yeah,
things.
yeah, that's true.
all we know the legends. If my grandmother sit down and tell we all of them something, it would,
Rolling car.
yeah,
All
yeah,
them thing
it
there.
would surround a lot about witches and wizards and all
It
of them
could be like
something there.
it could be like a horror dark
Yeah,
fantasy anime maybe.
yup,
With a bit of
it.
comedy.
Oh,
Yeah,
that is a
because
comedy.
you'd have to have the
Well,
That
I
comedy.
is what a
believe
comedy.
I believe that the anime would shot. I believe if
Good. I
that's
think it would.
if we get a good writer with vision,
Yeah, yep. You know,
with some good vision, and not afraid to take risks.
for some
But the thing
reason, I kind of see it being Jamaican Jujutsu Kaisen. Let's put it like
Yes,
that.
yes, let's put
Basically.
it like that.
but the thing about that, it doesn't have to be about like it doesn't have to be about like the witchcraft. What about like, for example, if they could use like they could use like the gangs
I
to talk about
mean,
the gang.
the gangs,
Yeah.
the witchcraft could have been just like one aspect of it still.
Mhm.
Wait, look at you. I heard you guys mention it before. Look at Tokyo Revengers. That's about gangs,
Yeah.
and look how it blew up. It was
Oh,
explosive. With
you watch Tokyo Adventures?
right. So here's the thing with me and Tokyo Revengers now, and I
Mm.
think that is the Jamaican rebel in me that always do it.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm watching something and it gets too popular, I tend to fall off a lot.
Oh wow.
Tend to like
Um,
pause it and just say, all right, cool. And to give it its space until the hype kind of dies down. I don't watch anime for hype. I
yeah,
watch it.
me too.
Yeah, when I
Me
watch it,
too.
I want to watch it in my own time, not because somebody else is pressuring me. And then
Yeah.
when I like it, hear me start saying, "All right, cool. You can watch this. You can do this." Okay. I got up to episode 6 in Tokyo Revengers, and
Yeah.
I think it was when Mikey did start get introduced, and the internet exploded. I'm like, "All right, chill, chill."
By
So
the way, Mikey is the gang leader I was telling you about, Sanjay.
Ah.
Is
yeah. Mikey's one of my favorite characters. He's
I
really,
like him
really
as
well
well.
written. He's really well
I'm
written
really sad that his life turned out so tragic.
for a kid. uh,
But I mean, you're probably gonna start it up again soon, Kyle, because I mean, obviously season 1 done already, right? And
yeah.
even based on like the sales reports, the sales like them are slowly though, but slowly decreasing
Because
back again.
Yeah.
yeah, because the story shot. Story shot, yo, like the way Kylie know that they have another time leaper. Somebody
I suspected something like that when you were saying it. I suspected something
guess,
like that
guess
because based on how there was somebody that said it to him for when he was leaping through time, when he was going back and forth. Somebody did say something to him, and I'm like, it don't really make no sense for anybody else, no, unless there's somebody else doing something. It's because it don't really make no sense for him continuously change things in the past, and then when he return back to the present, something else go awry. It must mean that somebody else is pulling the strings as well. So I suspected it, but I never, like I said, I want to get to 6.
Guess who is the other time leaper? You know the
Uh,
guy where the guy when Mickey fought. I don't know if you reach there say it.
Well,
You reach where the introduction where they introducing Mickey, right? That's where it stopped.
yeah,
Okay, so
let
you
me
wouldn't know.
see.
You would.
I reached the part which part the boys try to stop one fight from happening where killed
Yes.
the summer rage.
So where I reach is that fight took place. Other
Mhm.
time leaper is actually somebody who was in that fight.
Oh,
Yes, but the thing about it is that it was way into the series, way into the manga. Then they find out that that person is the second time leaper because
oh,
that time they believe that Akamichi was the only one. Takamichi, whatever her name.
all right, it makes sense. I'm putting it right now. It's all right, cool. Yeah, man, we can.
get back into it at some point.
Yeah. Anybody is keeping up with the recent anime that's being released for this fall season?
For me,
Apart from Mushoku Tensei.
Nah, you just cut me off. So.
No.
Well, I was thinking of starting back Demon Slayer after tonight's stream, And well, apart from
You
that,
watch the movie?
yeah, I did watch the movie. I did watch the movie. Ah,
You
loved
have
it.
no reason to watch the
Me
season right
know,
now.
me know, but
You know, I haven't watched the Demon Slayer movie yet.
what really, dog? Well,
Me
I haven't
too.
watched it yet.
You're
None of
missing,
the
you're missing
movies that,
party of life.
yeah.
none
Wait,
of the
have,
movies
have you
that I
watched
haven't
the
watched.
Have you watched the series yet either?
No, I haven't watched the series.
Well,
None of the
you
movies
still
I haven't watched it.
you still need to watch
I
the
haven't watched.
series because it's a canon movie, dog. So it's not like a filler
Okay.
movie, is it?
I haven't watched Naruto the Last. I
What?
only
What?
watched the
What?
fighting scene
How?
between. Yes.
No, well,
I've
on.
only
Stop.
watched.
Stop
Wow.
everything. Stop everything. Stop.
I've
Stop.
only
Stop.
watched.
Stop.
I've only watched the fighting scene between Toneri and Naruto, but I've not watched Naruto the Last.
You've watched the Boruto
Mm.
movie, right? In its entirety.
So I've watched the Boruto movie. Watched the Boruto
Oh, you
movie.
watched the Boruto one. No,
I watched the Boruto
That's-
movie.
Granted,
watched the Boruto movie.
granted, I think the Boruto movie is a better movie than the last, still, but still, the last feel like it should have like sentimental. But I remember when me and my friends
Yeah.
were watching the last.
Actually, I didn't watch. Actually, I didn't watch the Boruto movie. You know.
What are you doing with your
Didn't
life,
watch
dog?
No. Because I'm saying to myself that if I the thing is
Yeah,
started watching I started getting interested in Boruto
yeah.
in 2019.
Ah, it's a bit late.
Yeah, that's very late. I don't see the sense
I mean,
watching the movie novelization. No, I don't see the sense in watching the movie when I watch something similar to it in the anime, or a better or more in-depth version of it in the anime.
yeah. Well, yeah. If at
I have to watch
this
it over
point,
again in the movie.
if
Oh, I
yeah,
did watch the movie. I did watch the movie. I watched the movie afterwards.
yeah. All right,
I
fair
did
enough,
watch
fair
the
enough.
movie afterwards. I did watch the movie for real.
Like,
Yeah, I haven't watched Naruto the Last.
well, I guess when you have time, I would still say watch it, even though,
Because Naruto
Eh.
movies aren't good. The Naruto movies aren't the best. Let's just put it out there. There was one Naruto movie where they did like the fake Infinite Tsukiyomi. That movie wasn't bad. It had some good moments. Had some good
Menma.
moments.
Menma, I remember
Menma.
Menma. Yeah,
It
from
had
that
some good
movie.
moments, but it wasn't the best. My thing with Naruto movies is that they're normally too long. And sometimes you don't understand like the whole purpose of it. That's just my take.
All right. Well, for me, the first three movies kind of have a special place for me. You know,
Okay.
the first three were these. I remember when the first Shippuden movie was being promoted. It was a very interesting time back in 2007, 2008, and they were kind of
The good old days.
Yeah,
The good
yo,
old days.
they were like promoting like Naruto was gonna die and everything. I'm like, yo, dog. And I think at that point, I still didn't really
Yeah.
have a full
Blood
grasp.
Yeah, Blood Prison wasn't bad. Blood Prison wasn't
No,
bad.
not well. Blood Prison was decent, yeah, for real.
Yeah, Blood Prison wasn't bad.
But yeah, but in terms of that first Shippuden movie, I think at that time I didn't have a full grasp of the difference between like
Okay.
filler and canon at the time.
Personally, for me, if I should pick out like two of the best Naruto movies, in my opinion,
Yeah.
it would have been it was the third Naruto movie, Guardians of the Crescent Moon Kingdom,
Yeah, that was decent. That was good. That was good.
and Naruto Bonds. I love that one.
Yo!
Naruto Shippuden Bonds. I love that one. I can't
The
fault
Naruto,
that.
the Naruto Shippuden Buns is the one with the Kakashi, where Kakashi was being.
No, that's the sixth one. This is the
Yeah, that's
only
the-
other one with Sasuke.
Yeah.
Sasuke.
Yeah,
Sasuke was in this, and they were fighting the big, thick, muscular dude. And
that was
he
ridiculous, right?
kicked Naruto to shit, which was amazing.
Yo.
But yeah, really, really appreciated those movies. The rest of the Naruto movies, I was like, especially the Blood Prison one, I'm like, meh, okay.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
I
Okay.
think
They
I
weren't-
think I think for me why I really like the movies, even though I would probably agree they're not like the greatest thing in the world, but it's because at the time I was watching Naruto like week to week as episodes dropped, as the chapters came out from week to week, and like when it came on to like the promos for the movies and everything, and just kind of kind of getting hyped, and until the movie dropped. Yeah, so I guess I kind of invested emotionally in into the movies as they were dropping. So I think that's it.
Yeah. Okay. Not bad. Um, Turning back to the current season right now,
Yeah.
you probably hear the names all over Twitter and them. Some the
Yes.
Tact of
Yes.
Destiny,
Yep. That looks
10
really
tier
clean, dog.
anime.
Clean.
It's too it well, it gives you an anime boner. That's all I can say. It's really good. 86 even better. 86 is popping off this is not
86
although
is
86 is getting into more of the political type of thing, like
which
in
I
Attack on Titan where you
I
see the
don't
political
mind.
side.
Yeah.
That's what it's getting into rather than most of the action. But there's still action there.
Yeah.
It's really, really good. The isekai that you definitely need to watch is that. Okay, that time I got assassin gets reincarnated
Yes.
as a.
Funny.
The,
Yeah, I saw it. Like, I haven't started watching it, but funny enough, since evening, I watched Gigok's Fall 2019 video, and it was in it. I was like, yo, this look like it can watch. Yes, I mean.
he gave such a good point whereby he's saying it's the first time we're seeing an anime antagonist rather, who was already powerful in one world
And
and gets
then
reincarnated and has to get that power back. The world's finest assassin gets reincarnated in another world as an aristocrat. Jeez. Right.
Yo, nah, like.
I love them do the animation for it. I love the story, and this dude already knew what he wanted from the girl. Say, yo, I'm going to bring you back into another world, and you're going to kill the hero. There, dude's like, okay. What powers do I get? She's like, you can choose one S rank power, one A rank power, and B rank power, and C rank. And he's like, all right, cool. You see the power them what he chose? It infinitely multiplies his mana, and I'm like, what is this guy? How does he know all of this? And then he's like, alright, cool, this can't help, but it's still not gonna get him anywhere close to defeating the hero. So now he needs to recruit people with strong mana. So he was reborn into the new world. Even though he was an aristocrat, he was still reborn as an assassin with magical powers. So now he has to train under his mother and father and other mages to increase his power. And this dude is just like, it's fair. For all intents and purposes, if you're and seem normal, like normal people, but this guy's overpowered. This guy made a nuclear explosion at the age of like 9. I'm like, what? So I can't sing the praises enough on this anime. I'm watching very closely. The Death Note anime as well that I go on now.
I've heard about Death Note.
Yeah.
You mean the Platinum End?
Yes. Platinum End. You watch Death Note, it's pretty much a carbon copy of it. Pretty much. But instead of Shinigami, we have angels, and instead of becoming the god of a new world, we have actually becoming God.
Yeah, I was here thinking Gigok's video, like,
it's definitely light Yagami. From you look funny, you can see light Yagami.
I mean, it's the same writer, so I mean, I am expecting some decent quality, to say the least.
Yeah, and Sakugan is a really good one. I've been watching since it started. That's if you like them kind of things, the mecha anime, because I just see it as a mix between Gurren Lagann and some other anime. It's really
I am a pretty big Gundam fan, and I've been waiting on Sunrise to do something, worthwhile with the Gundam franchise again, and I don't know, brother.
Or you were what was it then that up on TV back in those days when we never have cable?
Gundam was?
Yeah.
They had Wing and G Gundam and
G Gundam. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Memories.
Yeah.
G Gundam.
Yes, brother.
God.
Dog. Did you watch G Gundam back in the day, Anthony?
Oh, first I'm hearing of that.
Yo, dog.
Trash flashy animation and some crazy over the top. You need to watch it.
Yo,
It's just amazing. I love
yeah,
it.
like it's really cheesy, but man, nah, like
Very
it's
cheesy, but
but
it fills a void. It
it
fills a
works,
void.
dog. Gives me.
It's just there. I'm like, yeah. But yeah, back when TV they used to do some nice things back those days. When they used to pirate anime. I appreciate them for that.
Yo.
Really appreciate them. But back in those days, yeah.
Simpler days, dog. Simpler days.
Back in those days, the only anime that I would watch was Cyborg.
Zero
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 zero zero
nine.
nine. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. They have a new one, the actual anime, what people are calling it, the one that looks actually like an anime and not a cartoon.
Okay.
Yeah, you can check that out. I think it named Re-Cyborg or something along that lines. I don't remember.
Um,
Yeah, I think that's
It's
something like
there.
that. But
It's there.
wasn't it a
It's
case
there.
where the original writer is a case he died, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
mhm.
So
I
I
used to
forgot.
watch Cyborg 007. It's really fun. I liked it. It was crazy as hell, but
It
I'm
was,
like,
it was.
like, why not? Right? Why
But
not? It's there.
I have a
Well,
question for both of you.
alright.
But do you think that, for example, do you think that like because of the increased attention that is given to Asian movies, like do you think that that's because of quality of the Western, not movies, like animes and stuff? You think it's the quality of the Western stuff lacking, why persons are more turning their attention to Asia? I think it's
Um.
because the cartoons that are coming out these days not hot. From Cartoon Network and so forth, they're not the best.
I think I'll go first. I think like with everything, well, with most things, it's more like a combination of factors because,
Mm-hmm.
of course, you remember one time like people that look for you, yeah, you watch cartoon anime, and these days it's really not that bad. A lot of persons here watch anime and thing. So I would say it's a combination of probably the luck in terms of the Western comic industry and stuff, but word of mouth and persons who like anime spreading it to other persons over the last 20 years, I would
Mm-hmm.
say is definitely a factor. And you're probably just
Mm-hmm.
seeing kind of like the end result now after 2 decades, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What do you think, Kyle?
Um, I just have one thing to say: Pokemon. Nothing more. Pokemon. Story ends there. But on a serious note, though, I think it has a lot to do with. It's not the fact that over this side the animation is lacking or anything like that. I think it's just different ways that they can look at it because for instance, I grew up over here. I'm used to the comic industry over here is very big and booming, especially when it comes down to Marvel and all of those things.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
they
yeah, the States?
mostly turn to stuff like movies and real life action stuff and stuff like that. Not to say there isn't any good animation out here, because Justice League did take down the place for a very long
Yeah,
time,
man. Yeah,
along
man.
with
Come on, Justice League.
X-Men and all of those things that we grew up on, right? But I think it comes to what the consumer wants, because you
Mm-hmm.
know we back then we never really have a lot of quality shows. As kids, when we were growing up, we watch animation, and we never know if we tell the difference between say for instance we're watching Teen Titans versus Pokemon. We do see that there is a difference right there. We actually see
Mm-hmm.
the difference. We're like, we know, for some reason, Pokemon has something different about it as opposed to
And Bakugan, Battle Brawlers, and Digimon
exactly
and those show, and
Yu-Gi-Oh and
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Digimon and all of those things. And
Yeah.
we're like, but we enough for ourselves, I'll be like, I want to see where this came from. And then when we realize that there's an entire country that literally celebrates all of this, we're like, let's learn more. And so on and so forth. We grew up showing our kids.
Basically.
And then they grew up and saying, hey, watch watch this and watch that and yeah, you know nobody if you know what is back in the day if me as a youth then I told and say yo me I watch Samurai X everybody look for me and ask no one name so no one names
And then
you
like
know if I say Pokemon or Naruto to somebody
yeah.
Dragon Ball Z One Piece them I gonna know what
And
because
it
so
was
popular
Dragon Ball Z and Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon. Those are the three hot stuff.
yeah
I
yeah
remember people were having Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments here,
Bro.
like
even
proper Yu-Gi-Oh
I
tournaments.
myself was a part of the Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments back when
How
them
was
did
that?
happen. Cause I was really even though I'm still a part of some tournaments, but that's on the side now. Cause I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links and I tend to jump into a lot of competitions and
Yeah.
whatnot. It's a pay to win game, so don't play it. sorry, sorry to
I
dog
was gonna, I
but
was gonna,
I
I
figured
was
more
gonna ask
than
if
this
it's
though.
expensive.
it's really good though. It's really good. Once I get into it, you can't stop. That's if you're a Yu-Gi-Oh fan. Cause I've always wanted to even collect the cards and stuff like that, but I don't really have that money, so I just really just put that
That's
on
what
the
I'm saying.
side.
It must be expensive because
Yeah.
even the rare cards,
Yeah.
because the more rare cards you have, is the more likely to win.
And then would I
So
imagine say
back in those days, there wasn't any like ruling against banned cards like Dark Hole and Change of Heart and stuff like that. So within our decks as young youths when we go school, we used to have some really overpowered cards. Some things will make you win in a one turn. And so used to get into these competitions and I think at the time we had a dueling ring in the entire school and the thing about it is they usually choose the most powerful decks to become judges. The way that they do that is to take us all out of the competition. So persons like me can't duel anymore. We are just judges. We're just here to judge the small fry and put money in a pot and something. There was nothing anything as big as going to Europe or anything like that. But I was
yeah.
heavy into it. And even though Yu-Gi-Oh holds a special place in my heart because I think that's the first time watching an animated show that I actually fell in love with the villain who is Marek Ishtar. Screw everyone else. Even I'm watching this dude and he has the hair and he's doing all of these extra stuff, sending people to the shadow realm. Essentially, we know that four kids really dull down the violence
Yeah,
in the
Yeah.
show.
it
If,
did.
so I turned to the Japanese and I realized that he literally kills people, and I'm like, I like you. I like you. You just hear cars causing carnage for nothing, all because your father abused you. Cool, no
Well,
problem. I'm with you. I want to see you win. So
while,
that's the
while,
first.
while I
Like,
do like Marek, we all know Seto Kaiba is the great
no, no, no,
the
no, no, no.
greatest.
Seto Kaiba is the creme de la creme. Because
Brother.
even to this very moment, the Blue Eyes White Dragon deck is still my most favorite deck
Mm-hmm.
and the deck that I use the most. Even now, to this very day, anything to do with Blue Eyes. My most strongest monster revolves around Blue Eyes White Dragon, Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon and stuff like
To
that.
be
It's just
honest, for me, I'm more of a synchro user. Definitely, you say you say Fugo.
I
Um,
hear you indeed.
yeah, shooting Quasar Dragon. That's what I would run.
And I've played all of the Yu-Gi-Oh games come straight up on my
Bro.
PSP and on the computer. Like I said, back in those days, you know you have Yu-Gi-Oh trading cards and Pokemon trading cards and I
Yes, it
think
did.
Digimon did was Digimon a part of it or
I
no?
don't know.
I
I
don't
don't
recall
know.
them having
Like,
trading cards or anything for Digimon per se, but eh.
But that then time that they were into the whole Mon thing and then you had Beat-a-Man which was amazing, I might
Yeah.
say. It was
Bakugan.
Oh, and then they had Monster Rancher and all of these crazy anime that you're watching, and you'll be like, why am I enjoying this? This isn't good. This isn't good.
or,
But
or even like Beyblade, dog. You see me?
oh god, the
Beyblade,
Dog,
I
if
remember
stuff
Beyblade.
I'll just buy that. Yo, trust me, dog.
used to do Beyblade, and you know what the youth them used to do? Put razor blade in the Beyblade. So
Dog.
it
Extra,
was it
brother.
was carnage. It was carnage. It was total carnage.
But
So,
simpler times though, dog. That's the thing.
yeah, so that's why I think the anime scape changed. No, it's because we grew up with it.
Mhm.
And even if you're not even that old, you're growing up and you start seeing it being pushed more because that's what the audience want. That's what we want. We want to see more quality anime. But right now, I think we reach a point right now that in my own personal statements, I think the anime sphere is too saturated right
Yeah,
now.
I think it's too saturated as well. I think because it's too saturated, it's causing the fan base to get too toxic.
Exactly.
Everybody's trying
Mm.
because
Yeah.
causing people to get very tribal. Like everybody is all about defending their own anime, and
Or
I'm
even
like,
even if they're not defending it, even the persons within that fan base is like, jeez and
hey,
peace. It's
And
it's
especially
uh
if you even go to Twitter with your argument at all about,
bro.
hey, listen, they'll they'll cancel you.
man, yeah, them
So
around on Twitter.
back in the day, that we were all like, hey, come together, let's discuss every anime that watch. You watch the latest episode of Dragon Ball Z? Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Goku, oh, yeah. Like, yeah. No, not these days. You watch the latest episode of Dragon Ball. Who watches that? Like,
I
it's anime.
hear persons talking about all the anime, like the impatience that I see on Twitter.
Yeah.
Just
I'm gonna
it's
reach a
just
stage.
annoying.
Reach a stage where a
It's
lot of
it's
anime, a
saturated.
lot of good anime are just overlooked
Yeah,
completely
it's true.
Yes,
Because
yes,
because
honestly,
of the
that's
fan
true.
base.
honestly, it's kind of like I was saying in terms of getting into anime, like something new is usually hard for me. But a lot of times I'll like when I watch Gigox, like either summer, spring anime, or fall anime. I say, yo, these titles actually look like they're really good. But I'm
You
just
watch you watch Mother's Basement as well?
um, I used to watch one and two of his videos back in the day, but nothing recent.
You need to watch like summer animes most trashy anime for summer. Hottest trash anime for summer.
Was
Watch that and
Was Nagatoro a
he
part
out.
of it? Because I watched Nagatoro and it was pretty wholesome to me.
Look. We all like our dumpster fires sometimes. We all do. We all do.
It's a
We know
guilty
we're not gonna
pleasure.
get no we're not gonna get no forward if we say it out loud. But
Like
we are going to watch.
you have to respect like people like Forever World and not to explain because
Yeah, yeah,
for them to last so long in the game and like
No.
they're putting their opinions out there, like
yeah.
they are putting their opinions out there and people like without but and the thing with especially not to explain is that he has the facts. He
Yeah.
reads the novels, but like even for Never World said that he had made a comment on Twitter and people literally eat him alive.
But
They literally
Yo,
pulled his arms, his legs, and his head and eat him alive. Like them literally tear him to pieces,
but
and he had to come and have to apologize.
yeah.
Yeah, them good.
as a side note though, like as I mentioned for Neverworld, between for Neverworld, King of Lightning, and Sai, I've been watching those guys since like 2011, 2010, bro.
Same. I've been
Yeah.
watching him from 2014. Like I don't know why his commentaries are fun.
What? What? King of
The
Lightning?
way, no, for Neverworld, the way how he comments and like the manga chapters and the anime episodes, it's like it's really fun.
It's fun, but man,
Like really funny.
also I think King of Light and Sire are funnier than for Never, but I've been repping all three of them for the longest while, bro.
For Neverworld, no, he's mature.
Yeah, yeah.
He's more mature and his commentaries are more mature. But back then, man, his commentaries were hilarious, man. They were hilarious.
Yeah. I know. I grew up on watching his videos as well.
Hmm.
And I always said to myself, a lot of times when I sat there, I said to myself, how do these people do this? Like,
Yes, me.
but that was before I started posting on YouTube myself, and
Hmm.
I totally understand. Like back in those days, remember they never really have nobody to say, watch or where I'm watching this type of anime or stuff like that. Cause
Yeah.
if you talk about that out in public, you're gonna get bullied. You're gonna get bullied.
For me,
And
it was a case where like like when the
That's
manga
stupid.
chapters would drop, we would talk with my brethren them at school about it. But I remember the reason why I sought out like King of Lightning for Neverworld, Saya, and all those guys was like I wanted like a different opinion like on a weekly basis, and
yeah,
by
yeah,
some chance me book up in them channels and me just start watching and me just alright, just been that way ever since, you see me?
The good thing about you, Sanjay, is that you're Jamaican.
Yeah.
Meaning, you're not. There's not. I don't think there's a lot of Jamaican YouTubers commenting on Boruto and so forth.
trust
And I
me,
think that's
there's
what
not.
gravitated. I think that's what gravitated me towards you. As for you, Kyle, who you are in the States, that must be rough because there's a lot
States.
of people from the States who are commenting on Naruto and Naruto videos or anime videos in general. Like it must be tough, and like you may have something very good to say, but it get lost. Like you hardly get people. You
No, but
maybe
wait.
I don't know if you should stay.
Let me cut you there. You are here, right, Kyle? Or
I am 100% never left the country.
so, cause like I'm thinking back on the convo, like when did he say it was? So that's
Wait. You're in the States?
no, Kyle is
no,
here in Jamaica as well, dog.
Oh snap!
I
I
think
thought you
it's
were.
I think it's because of my accent.
Yeah.
Sorry,
This is
no,
what
I thought.
happens when you let your kids grow up on Disney Channel.
Yeah, that happens as well. That's true. That's true. But yes, I thought you were. I thought you were like born in Jamaica, raised in Jamaica, but you live in the States. That's what I thought.
um,
I thought, oh,
Yes.
I've been here all my life. I don't. I'll probably leave sometime in the future, but right now,
just
Oh.
building
Alright.
up. We're building.
I'll
We're
check out the
building.
videos. Check
that's
out the
how I
videos
found
then.
Sanjay as well. I was looking for Jamaicans who did like
Yes,
anime,
and it's very
YouTube, and
refreshing.
stuff. So I found him. I'm like, okay, friend.
Show up on IG and all these things, brother.
And then my thing is Sanjay is that I think another thing you could do is that you know I think you can what you can do is like although I think you
What
do
a.
to a certain extent,
Mm-hmm.
but I think it's like just to be more Jamaican in your videos.
Yeah, like
Like
I've been thinking about it. To be
yes.
honest, ever.
I literally thought about that when I was watching the video. And I'm like,
Yeah,
Mm.
because it's cool. I think because I think you know sometimes it comes out. I think it sounds like it sounds too similar to persons in the States or persons overseas.
No,
And yet,
me totally understand because even like when I just started back in like
yeah.
2016, I mean I say like, how am I really want to put myself out there? Do I want to be one of those video essay kind of guys, or what? You see me? And I think up to this day, me still kind of undecided because probably like one video I might be kind of like that video essay kind of guy, and then like in the next video, I might like more of the Jamaican might come over. So I guess I'm kind of the flip flop when it come on to it's kind of like a bit on a video by video basis, I guess.
I say go with the flow.
Yeah,
Go
it's
with the
basically
flow.
that.
Go with the flow.
But
Go with the goddamn flow.
but
Yes.
should I probably end the stream now? One person left over here, 11 likes, and it's been
I'm the one
three.
person that left.
Oh wow.
I'm the one person that left.
All right. I think I'm gonna call it this for this month's live stream. Any final words, guys?
Yeah, JoJo's.
I should have saw that coming. Anthony, what say you?
Ah, um, my final words. Yes, I'm looking forward to see what they do in Boruto.
Mm-hmm.
They do with the story. Um, both anime and in the manga. Which is to see what's going to take place with Black Clover as well, both the movie
Yeah,
and with
yeah, yeah.
the manga. I really hope the anime comes back. I really do.
Might be a while, bro.
Um,
Might be a while.
might be a while, I know. But when they come back, they need to come back with a they need to come up with a banging opening because I love Black Clover opening.
Yes, yes, yes. The openings.
Yes. Yeah, I'm done.
Alright, fair enough. Yo, Kyle, respect for come through tonight. Didn't expect you at all, bro. Anthony, usual. You know it go already. Recurring,
Mhm.
always. Respect, bro. Um,
Mhm.
You know, as long as we can do it, me try. But you know, work always
yeah,
timing.
man, I totally understand the dog, the timing because even Anthony, even something that Betty was supposed to join, but I guess the time difference probably
Yeah.
beat him, but
Okay.
yeah. But yeah, so alright, I'm gonna end the call, guys. If anything, Kyle, me shout about on IG.
No problem.
Yeah, bro. But respect, guys.
Mhm. All the
Peace
best.
out.
Yeah, man. Woo. Alright, so guys, 3 hours. It's insane. Respect for coming out tonight. Again, to be honest, I don't know how much of you guys actually rewatch these live streams if you when you do miss it, but if you do rewatch it and you get to this point, respect for coming out tonight, or if you're just rewatching, always a fun time with these end of month live streams. Looking forward to seeing what we can accomplish for November because don't know at the end of the year it's been almost a year since we hit 1,000 subs, so just aiming for bigger and better. Don't know. So Sanjae Uchiha, respect for coming out again, guys. Leave a like, subscribe, all that YouTube jazz and blues, the typical cliche stuff. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.